I got a little something special to make you happy this Friday morning, so clear a little space in your room and get ready to bust out the old hot dog dance. You're going to be cutting the rug when you hear this. U.S. Supreme Court declines to hear dispute over copyrights for AI-generated material. That's right. They are not folding like origami here on this topic. There has already been a precedent set that you cannot copyright AI-generated work. And despite AI dweebs constantly trying to fight tooth and nail for copyright protections for their sludge and slop of AI art and that shit, the U.S. Supreme Court is saying, nuh-uh. No, this is dumb, this is barnacles, which is exactly what they should be doing. Under no circumstances should AI-generated work be eligible for copyright protection. That's such an outlandish notion. This can just put the smile on the face of even the biggest Grinch. Supreme Court declined on Monday to take up the issue of whether art generated by artificial intelligence can be copyrighted under U.S. law, turning away a case involving a computer scientist from Missouri who was denied a copyright for a piece of visual art made by his AI system. Plaintiff Stephen Thaler had appealed to the justices after lower courts upheld a U.S. Copyright Office decision that the AI-crafted visual art at issue in this case was ineligible for copyright protection because it did not have a human creator. Music to my ears. That is exactly right. Pin the tail on the donkey. That is the truth with some cheese on it. AI-generated shit like this, these AI hemorrhoids, are not actual human creations at all. It isn't something that should be copyrightable, especially because what gets generated is based off of other people's work, already existing works. It's just derivative of that, what it was trained on. So I am happy to see that common sense is prevailing here in this case. And also, I've seen some people bemoaning this decision here about like how this is so bad for AI artists. Won't someone think of the struggling AI artists? And it's interesting because one of the core arguments I've seen from that community is that IP is a scam. No one should own IP. It should be freely and readily accessible to everyone to steal and iterate on. And yet, then they turn around and try and copyright their own AI trash, their own AI IP, so they can keep it under lock and key. Goddamn hypocrites. It's ridiculous. Also, that whole argument is stupid in the first place. If there was no such thing as IP, then you know who benefits? It's not the little guy. It's not like the average Joe Schmo. It's the big corporations. They can just take all of your shit and pump out endless content far better than any normal person ever could. So while there definitely are some very real problems with current IP law, the whole idea of IP is sensible and necessary because if it didn't exist, what stops Disney from just going online and just taking everyone's shit, right? Like, let's say they stumble across Godslap, our comic book IP, as well as upcoming animated feature film. They could easily just be like, okay, well, we'll just go ahead and take that and we'll beat Charles and his team to it. What takes them years will take us months and we'll just start making tons of money off Godslap. Fuck them. And if there's no such thing as IP, what am I going to do? They could just biblically smack me down. But because there are protections in place, I could absolutely blast those cheeks in a court of law about the violations there. So there is a real merit to IP existing. Yes, there are problems, but it is a necessary thing because if it didn't exist, the people that benefit are not you, me, or any other person. It's companies that would benefit from just taking your shit and capitalizing off it, and you get in return nothing, absolutely nothing. So it's a brain-dead argument from a brain-dead community of AI jingling keys enthusiasts that clearly don't fucking think for themselves anymore. They just ask Grok to do it for them. It's so degenerate and so cringe, and I love seeing news like this where there's a bit of a reality check there. And yet they still can't have that come to Jesus moment about, maybe we're the fucking idiots. Maybe we're the ones that aren't activating neurons. Anyway, though, to go back to dancing in this guy's tears, a federal judge in Washington upheld the office's decision in the Thaler case in 2023, writing that human authorship is a bedrock requirement of copyright, and the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia affirmed the ruling in 2025. Thaler's lawyers told the Supreme Court in a filing that his case was of paramount importance considering the rapid rise of generative AI. Oh yeah, I'm sure this is a big life or death moment here. This case we're going to be talking about for eons to come, no doubt, about this one fucking stupid asshole's dumb AI generated piece of art of train tracks going to a portal. Like, yeah, I'm sure this is the one of paramount importance. Oh my god, it's so cringe. With the refusal by the court to hear the appeal, Thaler's lawyer said, even if it later overturns the Copyright Office's test in another case, it will be too late. The Copyright Office will have irreversibly and negatively impacted AI development and use in the creative industry during critically important years. Stop, no! I can only come so hard. I can only handle so much good news all at once. Oh, that just sounds so wonderful. Smooth silk in my ears. Although the Copyright Act does not define the term author, multiple provisions of the Act make clear that the term refers to a human rather than a machine, the administration said. The Supreme Court previously rejected Thaler's request to hear his argument in a separate case involving prototypes for a beverage holder and a light beacon concerning whether AI-generated inventions should be eligible for U.S. patent protections. This guy just sucks. What a loser. His patent applications were rejected by the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office on similar grounds. You don't say! This guy just keeps hawking anything AI generated and taking it to Big Daddy government. Hey guys, can we get some patents and protections for this trash, please? Oh, come on! AI worked so hard on it. I'm a prompt engineer. Think about me. Please copyright it. Please! The desperation is like a tasty treat here. This guy wants copyright protection for his AI-generated trash, yet believes that it's totally fine to take from other real human beings' work in order to make his shit. So it's like, okay, I can steal from you, but if anyone tries to take my train tracks to a portal, it's getting pugilistic, okay? Government, back me up, please. What do you mean, no? This really is such a good thing, because let's think about this at scale, even outside of this dumbass's train track AI piece. Companies that, like, replace their entire creative workforce with AI down the line. Well, assuming these rulings continue to be upheld, it's going to mean that their output won't be protected by copyright anymore because it will not be human created, right? That would be the implication. They've set the precedent that it must be a human author, and just simply typing sentences to have AI, a machine, do it all for you doesn't count. So, when you have Coca-Cola, for example, that's become addicted to AI slop with all of their AI commercials, when you have them putting out these fully AI-generated commercials, they don't actually own any of that, it seems. That would be the understanding, that what they are spitting out from AI is not copyrightable. So those are completely nothing. They don't own shit. Someone who develops a shitty game in Roblox owns more IP than Coke does of that commercial that they've just put out there. Which makes sense because, again, humans didn't create it. There's nothing real in there from an actual human that made that, other than the sentences, which don't count because it is a machine that does it all for you. So, maybe this could even serve as a deterrent from these fucking vampiric corporations that are just doing their best to ham-fist AI into every single aspect of their companies to replace as many people as possible. Maybe they would think twice because as it all goes fully AI, they no longer have copyright protections on what gets farted out from it. So, who knows? But anyway, I just wanted to celebrate this because this is a very positive development here. I think this is absolutely the right choice, and hopefully it never wavers. I hope they don't falter on this stance because they are correct. Copyrightable work should be reserved exclusively for human-created work, not AI drivel. Anyway, that's really about it. See ya. Roblox is one of the most popular platforms on the planet. And I don't mean just for gaming, I just mean in general. In just normal existence, Roblox's numbers are unfathomable. Kids probably know the name Roblox before they know the name Jesus or Santa Claus. Roblox is more popular with kids than the common cold. Let me just slap you with the cold hard Carfax here with the numbers. Roblox recently just broke the record for most concurrent users on a gaming platform. They hit 47.3 million concurrent users, which absolutely fists Steam's previous record of 41.2 million. And at least 77% of that record comes from only 2 games, Grow a Garden, which has become a fucking Godzilla kaiju level success over the last couple months, where it's been breaking records left and right for concurrent players. It got to 22 million, which is the highest for any single game ever, absolutely biblically smacking down Fortnite's record from its prime. And another game, Steal a Brain Rot, which had 15 million concurrent. These numbers are unfathomable, especially when you consider the fact that more and more people have had their eyes open to the danger of the platform. Over the last couple weeks, Roblox has been getting fucking torched. It has been getting flambéed by the general public because many people have now become aware of just how many predators have been rampant on that platform for years, unchecked. And really, the straw that broke the camel's back was when they banned Schlep. And they made a strong stance against vigilantes who were getting predators arrested from their platform because Roblox was not doing enough on their own. Roblox pulled some galaxy brain chess maneuver and just showed the world its entire asshole, and it was rotten. Roblox has made like a really aggressive, strong, scorched earth stance against the people that are stopping predators on their platform, as opposed to channeling that energy to going after the predators themselves. They seem more upset that people are talking about and doing something on their own about these dangerous, evil individuals on their platform. Yes, over the years, Roblox has, of course, reported dangerous people to authorities, but they've clearly missed some. They've slipped through the cracks. And as such, a lot of children have been victim to some horrible people. You can find so many stories about this happening and Roblox's lack of action. It's sickening. So the community took it upon themselves to start trying to do something about it because Roblox wasn't listening to them and they clearly weren't doing enough. And instead of like working with the community to try and make it better, Roblox instead attacked all of them and made this like, you know, fucking wearing the Infinity Gauntlet, we will snap away all vigilantes. And then crickets about the pedophiles. It's fucking baffling. So it hasn't been going well for them in the public eye, yet their platform continues to grow, gluttonously consuming every fucking user on the planet. Even though their stock price did plummet after they dropped the fucking meteor on Schlep and made their really passionate stance against people taking matters into their own hands to try and protect children, their stock price has now recovered and is almost back to where it was in a very short period of time. It has rebounded, and it will likely just continue to go up because its users are exploding. So even though parents and like the general population are more aware of the danger on Roblox now than ever, it hasn't actually impacted them overly negatively, other than their reputation being in the shitter, which also doesn't really seem to matter that much because people are just fucking addicted to it like Fent. So they continue to flock to Roblox, even knowing full well the possibility of bad actors being all over the place. You could queue up for a Steal a Brain Rot game, or God forbid, wait in line to meet LeBron Simulator, and then next thing you know, you're waiting in line next to a Meep City veteran who's talking sexual and trying to get you to go to their fucking Telegram or some shit, or talk to him on Discord. It's a huge problem. People are aware of it, but it is still growing. But luckily, there are still people willing to try and get Roblox to do more to keep the platform safe from this scum. There have been a lot of stuff that we've already covered, but the most recent being Law by Mike, who has now joined in this fight against Roblox, where he has announced he is suing them. And he is actively looking to gather more evidence from more victims about all of the traumatic experiences and all the horrible things that they may have gone through on Roblox to try and get Roblox to do more to moderate that platform to keep the kids safe on it. Because it is a platform mainly used by children. Also, I've mentioned this before, the fucking CEO, Dave Baszucki, I think that guy is a real creep. I think he is such a weirdo. It was pulling teeth trying to get Roblox to acknowledge that 17 plus, that still is a minor. So he is the guy that's pitching Roblox as having like a companion app, or not a companion app, being half gaming and half dating for 17 plus. He wanted a 17 plus dating service to be in addition to Roblox as a gaming platform. And not only that, all of like the adult games on Roblox, like the spicy content adult games, are 17 plus. And they were locked in on that. They planted their fucking feet and refused to budge an inch, no matter how many people were telling them that 17 is still a minor. You shouldn't be able to have adult access given to a 17-year-old and like a 17 dating app. It's so fucking weird, but they were really like, they planted their feet on that. And it's only recently that they finally said, okay, 18 plus. What? I cannot believe how hard it was. That should be a huge red flag to a lot of people, I would say. But also, I'm going to go a step further. Roblox is mainly a platform for children. I just don't even think it should offer 18 plus services in any capacity, like 18 plus games or a fucking 18 plus dating accessory to it. It's weird. And I know I've already mentioned that, but I really find that so fucking alarming that they would not move on 17 plus. And then when they finally did, they did it like really disappointedly, like, fine, kicking sand. 18 plus then. Anyway, though, I'll stop yapping about that. I want to briefly show you a couple bits and pieces from Law by Mike's video here about the lawsuit that he's working on building against Roblox. I want to show you a clip here, though, where he's mentioning the moderation, which has been a big thing people have pointed out in regards to Roblox's failures in protecting children.
Roblox is now the go-to social platform for younger audiences. 78 million users log in every day. The platform processes more than 50,000 chat messages every second. Roblox claims its AI and human reviewers scan all of it, text, audio, and images. But here's the problem. The company allegedly employs only about 3,000 moderators. Compare that to TikTok, roughly 3 times Roblox's daily users, but over 13 times the number of moderators on staff. The reason for the lack of moderators is allegedly due to Roblox's focus on growth over safety.
I recommend you check out Law by Mike's full video on this covering it, but this section here I think is something very important to mention, and it's something, again, a lot of people have talked about, including moderators from Roblox and former employees in this department. Roblox seems to have prioritized perpetual growth with safety falling to the back burner as like this afterthought, because they've been able to get away with being very lackluster and hands-off for so many years. Despite tons and tons of victims and tons of horror stories, they've never really had anything that affected them to a degree that would concern them to make them prioritize safety. Contrary to what they say to parents and shit about how safe Roblox is, it's like letting your kids, have daycare in heaven. There's nothing wrong on Roblox. You got our big thumbs up guarantee on that, which is obviously not the case. And you can also see that reflected in the size of their team. As Law by Mike points out, 3,000 moderators for their size is just not enough. He compares it to TikTok, which has significantly more users and significantly more moderators. Like, I think everyone recognizes that it's not possible for them to catch every single bad actor and every single bad message that goes through Roblox. The volume is just too high. But what they could do is work more collaboratively with people like Schlepp, people that do actively work to try and make the community safer. Instead of villainizing them, they could instead be, in partnership with them, or at least on friendly terms, and at least listen to them, because the community also wants the game to be safe. So they are working to try and make the game they love safer for the player base. And instead of Roblox coming out and fucking slapping them around for no reason and banning them, it makes no sense why they wouldn't view that as another arm of moderation for them where the community is policing themselves. Their handling of it just makes no sense to me. Like, they don't have enough moderators. I think that should be very clear to everyone, including Roblox, so they need more moderators. But they also have a community that is actively trying to catch bad actors and get them off the platform. And instead of working with them, they are working against them. It's just so fucking backwards, if you ask me.
In fact, 8 current and former trust and safety staff describe ignored requests for more resources, backlogs of incident reports, and even a manager quitting after promised hires never showed up. Some say protective features they suggested, like pop-up warnings, were rejected, and safety settings, like blocking strangers in chat, were switched off by default. Once again, Roblox points to AI moderation as the solution, but employees admit the tech still misses the subtle signs of unsafe behavior, and the gaps aren't small. The filters block words like Snapchat or Discord, but people get around them by using emojis or by tweaking the spelling a little.
To me, that paints a very clear picture that Roblox prioritizes profit over safety of its users. Instead of hiring more human moderators that can pick up on those behaviors, like former employees have mentioned, they instead put all of their eggs into the basket of AI. Not because the tools are more effective and it's better than their human counterparts, but because it's cheaper. 100% AI is significantly cheaper instead of hiring another 5,000 moderators or something. Instead of hiring 5,000 people with a salary and everything that comes with it, the benefits and all that, they instead just need to have AI do it for them. It would save them so much money on their bottom line, which is why it's so enticing to Roblox and many other corporations like it. It is clearly not as effective as a human moderator. Human moderators seem to actually want to improve Roblox. According to these reports, they were suggesting features that were rejected for some reason and a plethora of other issues. But the point is, instead of Roblox listening to the human moderators, it sounds more like they just kind of sidelined them and focused on just AI and beefing it up a little bit, even though it clearly wasn't doing a good enough job. Again, the motivation for that decision is obviously financial because of how much cheaper it is to use AI instead of hiring more human moderators.
Most platforms lean on a law called Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act, and that law protects websites and apps from being sued over what their users post. That's why Instagram or YouTube don't get dragged into court every time someone uploads something harmful. But the lawsuits against Roblox aren't just about what users post. They're about the company itself. Lawyers argue Roblox designed the platform in risky ways, marketed it as safe, and then ignored clear warning signs. And at least one court has already said Section 230 doesn't cover misrepresentation. So if Roblox tells parents this is safe and it's not, that responsibility falls on Roblox, not the users.
This section was very interesting to me because Roblox, for as long as I can remember, has always touted itself as being at the forefront of innovation in keeping children safe on their platform. Again, it is a platform parents are definitely familiar with because it is a platform very much catered to children. It is mainly a platform for kids. So obviously one of the main concerns of a parent is, well, is it safe? Is there going to be anything bad on there that my kid could be exposed to or something? And Roblox has always stepped forward to assure them that no, there's nothing bad that can happen on there. It's all perfectly safe. Even though it's very clear and there's evidence of Roblox being aware of so much danger and so much bad shit going on its platform, not just with the predators on there, but even just a lot of the content on there. He points out a couple of the games like Escape from Diddy and shit like that, but there's more than that, like the shower simulator games and the virtual very spicy games on there and shit. All of which have gone unchecked for so long. Very clear that it is not as safe as Roblox claims that it is. And it seems like they know that it's not, but continue to make the claim anyway. Anyway, though, it'll be very interesting to see how it all shakes down in court. Law by Mike announced that he is going to be joining in this and working collaboratively with other lawyers against Roblox, and it launched a website called I Think I Have a Case for anyone that may have an experience like what so many others have unfortunately gone through on Roblox. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about this a little bit. That's really it. So yeah. Well, would you look at that? You called me short, and you were right, but then you called me stupid, and you were right again. You were wrong, however, when you called me crazy for sounding the alarm on the mind control that the TikTok zombies are falling victim to. Companies have found a way to get inside, worm their way into people's brains like that alien from Men in Black, Orion's belt pulling the levers on that dude's body. These corporations have found a way to control TikTok users' spending habits, to have them spend oodles of clams on actual landfill slop. Products that I know they couldn't move and were probably squatting on so much inventory, panicking, wondering what the fuck they're gonna do with it besides just bury it in a landfill somewhere. And then someone hatched the idea, probably after seeing the Labubu craze, what if we paid influencers to pretend to be hype about it? And this formula of companies sprinkling tiddlywinks of cash throughout a wide array of TikTokers' pockets in order to glaze and get people excited about literal garbage has proven to be a grand slam for these corporations that are peddling poop. It has sparked a fire that has become out of control, leading to a raging inferno of just brainless consume. Consume at all costs. Come hell or high water, go to Target and buy the thing.
Off and then ready?
Pink. Fuck this shit.
3, 2, 1.
This is the latest one with the mystery glitter dumplings because companies have figured out if there is a gotcha element or a blind box mystery element to it, people will go ballistic over it no matter what the fuck it is. Even something like this, which is just a absolutely terribly made squishy toy. In a lot of these videos, people will pick up their glitter dumpling and give it a squeeze to celebrate, which is the intended purpose, instantly blows up like a fucking grenade in their hand. This is not a product that a sane society would ordinarily be going ballistic over. This would be something you'd see at like the checkout kiosk and be like, maybe I could use this as like a little fidget toy, or maybe my kid will. And it'd just be something real quick, real cheap. You throw it on the counter, you don't think about it, and it ends up in a closet for 20 years. But because companies have wisened up to the spending habits of TikTok, where they realized what everyone else with eyes has realized, that people will buy anything if they think it will help them get views or fit in with what's popular at the time. So the little trend starts, and this is not organic by any means, but the little trend starts where you open the glitter dumpling and you turn your head and you either get a boring static color like green, or you get the super rare, super exciting glittery dumpling. And brands obviously want to elevate the intensity of it, so if you get one of the commons, you gotta scream, ah, 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 ah. You have to go crazy. No, it's terrible. You have to convince your toddlers to say, fuck this, or shit, damn, that kind of stuff. You gotta get them swearing because it's so intense. And if you get the glittery one, that's the best moment of your life. That's more important than marriage. Like, that is the biggest event that's ever happened in your life. And then people see that, they're like, okay, I'll participate in this. I'll go out and get fucking 50 of them, a whole pallet like that one girl there with the glitter. You can see like an entire box, a case of glitter dumplings as she's trying to get that pull for the sake of the TikTok. It's very clearly artificial. These companies have products like this, which is trash. And I imagine they've had it for a long time. This isn't a unique product. This is something that's existed since I was a kid. Back in the Stone Ages, fucking 20 years ago. But back then, this was something you'd find at like an arcade where if you didn't get enough tickets to get the actual item you want, well, you'd get this and maybe a stick of gum. So these companies have squatted on shit like this for a long time, but they've found a way to repackage it using TikTok influencers, spreading out money and making a trend out of it that has just gone bonkers for them. Just being able to hawk this, of all things, and people buy it and convince themselves that it was fun and a good purchase. The ones that are unpaid, by the way, the actual like paid promotions of this, they don't give a fuck. It is obviously fake. It is part of the brand deal, but it convinces normal people to also participate as well in order to get some views, participate in the trend, feel included in it.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
This is the future of products. Like, I'm saying that genuinely. Every company is seeing this and has been seeing it and is leaning into it, and it's working extremely well. If it can work for something like a fucking terribly made squishy toy that blows up like half the time someone squishes it, it will work for anything. Again, this isn't some new toy or new invention only made possible in 2026. This has been around for decades, and it's something you couldn't give away for free. Nobody would want this. And everyone in these videos also most likely doesn't actually want it. They just want to participate in this hype train around it of like freaking out if you get the good one or being real mad and real steamed about getting the bad ones. It's not something they're going to use. Anyone that actually wants to use it probably can't even fucking find one at this point because it's selling so much to people on TikTok desperate for attention. But it's inevitably just going in the trash. And the people that are scalping it are also going to have their product inevitably end up in the trash. It's a great time to be a landfill, I'll tell you what. Your tummy's never running on empty. It is constantly being filled gluttonously with shit like this. Because once the scalpers can't move this product anymore, when the trend starts to peter out, no one's going to be buying it, at least not anywhere close to how they were, so they'll end up having to dump it. And this is just another example of how easily companies can control people's spending. All you have to do is convince them that this is like a fun trend to hop aboard, and they're willing to open up their wallet for it. Even for something as useless and stupid as fucking mystery dumpling. And this is far from an isolated case. In fact, I think there's an even better example, one that I covered recently, which is Neatos. Neatos are just colored shapes that are also just a little squishy fidget toy. There's nothing even gotcha-fied about it. The Neato you want, you get. You go to Target, they have the Neatos. It's not a blind box, it's not a mystery, there's not even a gotcha element. And yet, through the same means of just having some TikTok influencers hype it up like, Neatos, you gotta go get them, you need these in your life right now, you're a pussy, you're a loser, everyone hates you, you're ugly, you stink if you don't have Neatos. And through just like this hyping up of Neatos artificially, people then just started going out to Target and violently getting their hands on Neatos. I was covering brawls at Target over Neatos, people slitting each other's throats to get their hands on Neatos. And then scalpers found it, so then scalpers started flocking to it and getting pugilistic for Neatos. And now, Neatos have made oodles and oodles of cash, and they don't even have a gotcha element to it. So it's not even the mystery loot box element of it. It's just TikTok told me that this is hype and trendy and well, I want to be part of this, so I'll go buy a bunch. It's that effect of like, you're not cool unless you pee your pants. You gotta go out there and you gotta get the thing TikTok's talking about. You gotta go get it. And it works super well. And interestingly enough, in most cases, it appears to be really garbage toys that are actually made for sense that companies have likely been squatting on for years with no way, scratching their head trying to figure out how do we get rid of all of this. And now they found the answer. They found the solution through TikTok and artificially hyping things up and get people in a spending frenzy for it. There are some good products, though, that I've seen come from TikTok. Like, I know TikTok Shop is notorious for a lot of trash, but I actually have seen some good products, and I am aware that there are some companies that do actually use it to promote something positive, like an actual useful item that is, like, solid. So I know it does exist, but that's not the biggest thing that TikTok sellers are being utilized for. It's for shit like Neatos and mystery dumplings. Again, mystery dumplings fully leans into this. Their branding now is the viral mystery dumpling. Like, this is something they have clearly planned for. It was a calculated marketing push through TikTok to get people brainwashed into buying. And it's going to continue. It's working really well, showing no signs of slowing down. So expect more and more Neato adjacent and mystery dumpling adjacent and Labubu type products to be fucking blowing up here. Anyway, just wanted to yap about it. That's about it. See ya. I was once the ultimate ping pong player. I was unstoppable. I went by the name Zailashi, which is Chinese for the shitting. Few could return my serves. Even fewer could keep up with my speed. Most humans were unable to even trace the ball after I'd hit it. They tried to use computers to understand how I was able to play ping pong while fucking. This was a mistake. I once defeated my own brother in a match that would ultimately decide the fate of the galaxy. If there was a squirrel climbing up a tree, you can bet at that same moment I was playing ping pong. I was focused. Until I met her. She was about the size of a small antique shop with an ass that transcended the ass realm. Her eyes were so powerful, they could make a boulder lactate. I was gonna teach her ass cheeks how to read a clock, so that way they never had to wonder what time it was again. She was incredible, so full of titties, but in an instant, those titties were taken. She was abducted early on a Thursday morning by a Martian naval vessel. Now I fight to free her from her bondage the only way I know how. With ping pong. You think you can handle my fucking speed? I'm going too fast. Fuck that, if I'm going fast, I'm going too damn slow. I'm going faster than fast, I'm going very fast. Slam it! Put your asshole in an envelope and send it to the post office, cause you are not winning this ping pong match. Not on my watch. Do you think you can hide from me? Surprise, you cannot. Now give me my girl back. She was not meant to shit with you or your associates, so give her to me. Or can you at least send me her ass? That'd be mighty nice of you. After years of searching, I finally found you. Professor Zortnox. There are two ways to fertilize your lawn. The first way, the way you do it, Zortnox, and also the reason why you will not win, is you go out and you buy the fertilizer. Not necessarily the cheapest, fuck, you might even buy the premium fertilizer. Then you pour it on your lawn, you get moderate results. Nothing spectacular, but you're content with it. The second way to fertilize your lawn is while you are out fighting for something noble, something bigger than yourself. You accidentally shit yourself during the immense effort you put into achieving your goal. That shit gracefully runs down your leg and makes contact with the soil. From that contact blossoms a luscious rainforest. That is why I will be victorious. Zortnox, I have just shit myself. Let's do a little role-playing here, a little thespian exercise. You're going to play the judge and I'm going to be presenting a case to you. It's the case of a university student being caught red-handed with over 100 videos on his phone of him secretly filming women using the toilet. He was even caught in the act filming a woman using the bathroom. And now I present to you this irrefutable evidence where there is no wiggle room for some kind of alternate explanation. There is no way to weasel out of this being him filming these videos without permission, non-consensually, in a private setting, the toilet. Now, I, as the fun-sized lawyer, present to you this case. What do you rule? What do you think is punishment that fits that crime? I would wager a guess that if you've got all your marbles about you, you would rightfully say that jail time is in order for a perverted, unremorseful freak like this. Now, what if I told you this drama exercise wasn't all make-believe? This is a case that just unfolded in Australian court, and the judge ruled that the punishment for this individual wasn't jail time. It was a very stern, hands-on-the-hip wiggling of the finger saying, "Now don't do that again."
He secretly filmed women inside toilets and showers, but Barefoot Cow doesn't appreciate the camera being pointed at him.
Mr. Cow, why did you upskirt women?
The Melbourne University biomedicine student, originally from Vietnam, walking from court on a community corrections order.
How peculiar that the guy who was addicted to upskirting women and taking non-consensual videos of them using the bathroom doesn't like to be filmed himself. Well, isn't that just the strangest thing? So this is 23-year-old Bao Cao. He is a biomedical student in Australia, and he was caught with over 100 videos of him secretly filming women in bathrooms. They mentioned like shower. He was caught in the act of filming a woman using the toilet. That's how they actually apprehended him. She noticed that he was secretly filming her while she was on the toilet. He was apparently holding his phone close to the wall, and she took notice of that, alerted security. They came in there and actually caught him red-handed here. Also, according to a couple articles, this is apparently not even the first time that he's had a run-in with the law for identical issues here. The offender had been sentenced twice before, receiving a community corrections order in July 2025 on the same matter, and May 2025 relating to an incident in October of 2024.
Al is supposed to be in Melbourne studying to become a neurosurgeon. Instead, he's been exposed as a serial pervert. 3-year-old was living at Rooming Cos, a CBD student accommodation in the city. A fellow female student was showering when she noticed someone holding a mobile phone under her cubicle. It belonged to Cow, and he was arrested soon after. Police then discovered hundreds of secret images and videos of young women. There could be up to 150 alleged victims.
This is from a couple months ago with a previous run-in he had with authorities here. And, surprise, surprise, the strategy of doing nothing and hoping that the bad guy stops being a bad guy didn't exactly work. In this case, where again he was caught, even arrested, and even pled guilty, he still didn't receive a conviction. No punishment. He had to take like a sex offender course or something. He had to do like a tutorial on how not to be a sexual degenerate pervert scumbag loser fucking vile worm.
Cow pleaded guilty. He was sentenced to a community corrections order and forced to undergo a sex offender treatment program. No conviction was recorded.
It also means that if he does go on to become a doctor or a surgeon, his patients are not going to know what he's been up to and what he could potentially get up to.
He should get kicked out by the campus.
Not only should he be kicked out, that should have been like a day one, like snap of the fingers, like instant reaction to all of these crimes that he has literally pled guilty to, caught in the act multiple times. They should have instantly caught him, or kicked him out for the safety of the students, and then throw him in jail. These are serious offenses. And as that lady mentioned, if he goes on to become a doctor, which it seems like he is perfectly within his ability to do so, since there are no consequences for his crimes that he has committed, his patients would then be in danger too. Imagine him around an unconscious woman that he is supposed to be like operating on or something. It's a recipe for disaster. It's fucking terrifying.
A few months ago, Cow was arrested again after filming a woman inside the public toilets here at the District Docklands shopping centre. He confessed and pleaded guilty. Again, no conviction was recorded.
How many women have to be subjected to a perpetrator of this type of crime, and he literally gets away with it? How safe are the female students at that university right now?
That's a great question. How safe are these women? How many women need to be subjected to this perpetrator who keeps getting away with it and is getting sent a very clear message from the justice system over there in Australia that he can just keep doing it to his heart's content till the cows come home? Why don't we ask the judge, Michelle, who is the one that was presiding over the case that was mentioned there about how he was caught filming in that toilet? That's the one that we've been watching prior to this older one. He is done and has been caught multiple times doing this exact same thing, and yet still not being punished.
Mr. Cow, do you still plan on becoming a doctor? Mr. Cow, do you plan on apologising to your victims?
Police found over 100 secretly recorded videos and images of innocent women on the 23-year-old's phone, taken inside public bathrooms at Docklands District Shopping Centre and at his student accommodation in the city.
Yeah, he can still pursue being a doctor. He's not getting any actual punishment, no consequences, even though he is very clearly guilty of these crimes for which he is accused. They have overwhelming evidence, and it's not even a matter of if he did it. They know he did. They just don't care. I guess the judge that was presiding over the case just hit him with a yawn. So what? He had over 100 videos secretly recording women in bathrooms? Big whoop! I got the fucking courthouse shitter bugged right now! Sue me! What a despicable outcome to this case. To me, it reads like they don't take sexual crimes seriously. That's what it feels like. It's unbelievable that they know he did this. They just don't want to punish him. So now this disgusting freak gets away with it. Not even a slap on the wrist, still gets to be a doctor down the line, and doesn't go to jail or face any repercussions for it. He has a 12-month period where he can't reoffend. That's all.
But despite his guilty pleas, the court let him off without a conviction. Explaining his actions, he told police he was in the female toilets because he wasn't sure about his gender.
Are you still unsure of your gender?
Now, in all the articles I've read relating to this case, I've only seen this claim from 7 News Australia. I'm not familiar with the organization, but according to them, when police were questioning Mr. Cow as to his reason for being in the women's restroom doing this, he panicked and spit out a bunch of horseradish that he's actually in there because he's unsure on his gender. However, according to a different news organization, what he said when confronted by authorities after being caught in the cubicle secretly filming that woman is that he was gay. He told the police that the reason he was in the women's restroom is because he was gay.
Reaching into her cubicle, she ran and told security, and when he was confronted, Cal said he was gay. That's why he was using the female bathrooms. When police seized Bao Cal's phone, they found more than 100 different videos, but only one victim was identified. The rest remain unknown. It's not the first time Cow has been shown mercy by the courts. In May last year, he avoided conviction after he was caught upskirting a woman, and in July, he avoided conviction again for near identical offending.
It actually is crazy how he continues to just get away with it with no punishments, because it's not like he and his legal team are going in there like he's got fucking Saul Goodman in his corner and they're in there outsmarting them in the legal system, giving like some kind of crazy legal smackdown proving his innocence. They literally march in there and just say, yep, he's guilty. This guy, he did it. Everything you've accused him of, he did do it. Okay, are we done here? Can we all go ahead and leave now? I'm getting kind of hungry, and he's got to go secretly film other women in other bathrooms. So, are we done here? No convictions, right? No convictions? All right, great. Really appreciate it. Big thumbs up. We're going to go ahead and leave now. He just continues to get away with it, even knowing that he is guilty. Everyone knows it. They just don't want to punish him. It's fucking crazy. Now, in the case of what he said to officers at the scene, 7 News Australia claims that he told them he was unsure of his gender, and then 9 News claims that he said he was gay. Either way, this clearly seems like a desperate, like, Hail Mary attempt to avoid going to jail, like, no, you guys have got it all twisted. I'm not in the women's bathroom because I'm a pervert, I'm here because I'm gay. And it's like, okay, that doesn't do anything. What you were doing is still highly illegal. You are caught filming women using the bathroom, and you were caught with over 100 other videos of secretly filming these women, non-consensually. It's a sexual crime. It doesn't matter if he's unsure of his gender or if he's gay or anything like that. Which, by the way, is something he didn't say in his previous run-ins with the authorities for similar crimes that he has been guilty of. So it really seems like it's just something he pulled out of his ass desperately when confronted by the police after getting caught red-handed again. Now, from what I can see from court, this never got brought up. So to me, it seems like his defense found it to be a pretty weak position to try and argue, because him secretly filming videos of women using the toilet, upskirting, about to use the shower in a fucking intimate setting like the bathroom where he's non-consensually filming them, is still illegal in every single possible context. So like I said, I haven't been able to find any information on if that was ever even brought up in court or not. It doesn't seem like it was. It sounds like he must have been like really trying to avoid getting arrested again, so then he tried saying like, I'm unsure about my gender, thus I had to be in the women's restroom filming these women non-consensually, collecting data here on my phone with these videos. Like, it sounds like that was something he just tried with the police that were about to arrest him, and not something that they actually tried as like a legal strategy, though I don't know, because not all of the information on this case is public. All we have is the judge's final verdict, where she cites things not related to that, but instead that he's young and also might be lonely. That was her reasoning for no punishment for a serial pervert who has committed numerous crimes.
The court today heard one of his traumatised victims remains anxious and, unsurprisingly, hypervigilant, the incident impacting her ability to use public restrooms.
In her sentencing, the magistrate said Mr Cow has no family here and considers him to be isolated in the community. She also said the 23-year-old's youth needed to be taken into account.
Bro, this judge can suck a fart out of my butthole. What are you talking about? What does that have to do with this case at all? He's 23 years old. Do you think he doesn't know the difference between consensual filming and non-consensual filming? This is a sexual crime. He is using the women's restroom for the sole purpose of filming them use the bathroom and apparently upskirting women. And apparently, according to some of the articles, was secretly filming women who were about to use the shower. Like, this is not a matter of like, he didn't know any better. How could he have possibly known? He's alone in our community. What are you talking about? There's plenty of people in the world that are alone right now that don't do this degenerate, disgusting, criminal shit. And the message that the court is sending to the victims here is just gross. Literally giving the victims one of these right here. That's the gift from the judge in this case. Over 100 videos of victims that, again, they know the guy is guilty. They know that. They even say as much. And then they just don't do anything about it. They let him get away with it. It's not even like the illusion of a punishment. They don't even try and pretend like they're punishing him. They are even just trying to garner sympathy for the guy, saying like, oh, well, he's alone and, well, he's only 23 years old, so we have to make sure we take that into account. So I think what makes sense here is that 12 months, just don't do it again and we're good here. Then all is squared. The victims got no justice. So, like, they read an impact statement from one of the women who was filmed by Cow here, and she's talking about, like, how it actually really dramatized her. And I imagine many others probably would feel the same if they found out that when they were using the bathroom, there was some secret fucking evil weirdo in the stall next to them filming them the whole time in order to jerk off to it. Like, I'm sure many people would feel extremely upset and uncomfortable by something like that. And then, on top of that, after they catch the person responsible, they get away with it. And not only do they get away with it, they try and play like a sad song on the world's smallest violin for the guy, not for the victims. They don't do anything for the victims to try and get them justice or anything. It's no compassion for the victims of a sexual crime blows my mind here. And the judge, Michelle, even had the gall to say, like, the women deserve to feel safe in this kind of area, you know, an intimate spot like the bathroom. Which is why I'm ensuring that this guy does not go to jail and does not get punished. We'll have a 12-month period where we ask him to maybe just stop, pump the brakes on that filming women secretly in the restroom business. That ought to make all these victims feel better and feel safe again. It's crazy, man. It blows my mind. Judge Michelle really dropped the ball on this one. I think there needs to be a follow-up investigation here, but that's... maybe I'm on the crack pipe. I just feel like justice wasn't exactly served. No convictions, even though this is not the first time he has faced this. He continues to have a 100% win rate here, and even just... all he does is just plead guilty, and they just refuse to punish him. It's not like he's going in there and outsmarting them or something, or proving his innocence or anything like that. He just goes in there and just like, yeah, I did it. Okay, can I go now? Are we done here? Like, oh yeah, we're done. No conviction. Don't worry about any of that pesky nuisance stuff. Don't worry. Go about your day. Keep studying. Can't wait to see you as a neurologist out there and all that stuff. It's mind-boggling. It really is crazy. I had to yap about this when I learned about it. That's really about it. So yeah. Yeah, I know this is something I don't typically talk about, but I'm gonna blabber about it quite a bit today. I was recently talking about Saudi Arabia after their purchase of EA, going into detail about how they are gluttonously buying up basically everything thanks to their infinite money that they have at their disposal. They're basically playing life on admin mode. Like, they've entered this era where they just have so much money and now they're using it to buy everything. And I've talked about my own personal experience seeing that firsthand in the esports space. They fundamentally own esports. They've got the entire industry on nipple clamps right now thanks to the money they pump into it, because it's an industry that is deprived of it, and they are starving, malnourished when it comes to finances. And then Saudi Arabia has swooped in with that supple teat that they're allowing all the orgs to suckle from. Thus, they now basically have esports in a stranglehold, a fucking full Nelson, really. And this is extending to basically everything in the entertainment and tech sector. And most recently, I'm sure a lot of you saw, there was a Saudi Arabian royal family-backed Riyadh comedy festival where basically every comedian with a pulse got paid a bag to go perform in Riyadh, and pretty much all of them did it with a big old smile on their face, and now that they've finished it, they're doing their best mental gymnastics to justify why it's actually not a big thing and they're not hypocrites for doing it. For those that don't know, Saudi Arabia has a multitude of human rights violations. One of the biggest ones that make the comedians in particular look like hypocrites is their complete disregard for freedom of speech. Like, that doesn't exist there. They execute people for some of the things they say. There are so many notable examples of it. And Dave Chappelle, in particular, has just released a little statement that I think is so laughably delusional that I cannot help but shoot spitballs at it, which is so painful because growing up, Dave Chappelle was such a big part of my childhood, as I'm sure many others. But this is just not the same guy. He has been replaced by a fucking skinwalker. He unironically said that it's easier to talk in Saudi Arabia than it is in America. If that isn't the dumbest fucking thing I've heard of since Hawk Tuacoin. Dave, to even perform there, you signed a contract that expressly forbid you from talking about or joking about things that may be considered to degrade, defame, or bring into public disrepute, contempt, scandal, embarrassment, or ridicule Saudi Arabia, its ruling government, royal family, or any religion or any religious figure, period. This comes from a comedian that was offered to perform, but said no, which is apparently very rare because not many comedians had the wherewithal to say no. They didn't have the strength. So this contract was leaked, revealed to everybody from a comedian named Atsuka Okatsuka. Hopefully I said that name correctly. She got the invitation, the contract to go, and declined. She refused, and then revealed all of the stipulations that were put in the contract in the first place to ensure people were gagged on the things they were allowed to joke and talk about there. So all the comedians preaching about like how free they felt to speak, they literally signed a piece of paper binding them to ensure they wouldn't talk about a lot of things. So these are things that you are literally not allowed to talk about, Dave. You muzzled yourself just to even attend, to even accept that bag of money. It came with the stipulation that you would not talk about these things. It was fucking forbidden, Dave. Yeah, it's so easy to talk there as long as you agree to not talk about this laundry list of shit that they don't want you to talk about. And Dave, maybe you didn't read the contract. In fact, I'm confident you didn't. So what if you did end up talking about things they didn't want you to talk about? What would have happened? Would you have ended up like one of the many people who were sentenced to death for criticizing the government or making like, you know, what they deem to be destabilizing remarks? Because that's something that Saudi Arabia still does pretty often. Like even in 2025, there's been a lot of executions, and one of them was a journalist who had made posts talking about corruption in the Saudi Arabian regime. His name was Turki Al-Jassar, and he recently was put to death on June 14th after being accused of terrorist crimes, including destabilizing the security of society and stability of the state, which, you're not going to believe this, Dave, there was no evidence for those alleged crimes. But don't worry, his family did at least get to visit him before they took his life, but his family wasn't informed that they were going to kill him. That was just a little surprise they sprung up. They also haven't got his body, by the way, either. Weirdly enough, Dave, it seems like his crime was talking. I don't know, man. There's just so many things there that are just giving me this inkling of a suspicion that it's not exactly as easy to talk there as you like to claim that it is, man. I don't know. There's just little birdies out there saying that it's not exactly super easy to talk in Saudi Arabia. You just happen to agree not to talk about the things that they didn't want you to. Brother, this is just so fucking see-through. Why don't you just be honest and say that the money they offered was too much to turn down? At least that's honest. At the very least, you're being honest. Like, Bill Burr's trying the same fucking mental gymnastics too, as opposed to just admitting, yep, I took the money, I know it makes me a hypocrite, don't care, it was a lot of money to perform for like a day or two or whatever. Like, you might as well just be honest. You've already fucking done it. There's really nothing you can say to be like, actually, this place fucking rocks. This is like all about, you know, we get to joke about what we want and have a good hoot and holler. because that's just so blatantly wrong. It is so provably false. There are so many things you can pull from to show all of the ways in which that is just not the case. Like, come on. People have the internet at their fingertips. They can easily just Google Saudi Arabia, like, speech laws or something. And you will find instantly, by the way, Turki al-Jasser, who was just executed, he has been incarcerated for 7 years because of his crime of talking about things they didn't want discussed. And he was even allegedly tortured before they just recently executed him. Like, people can easily find this information, and yes, it does make you hypocrites. Because Dave Chappelle is someone that's, in this statement here, talking about how hard it is to make jokes in America because you might get canceled. And sure, fair enough, that is something that has been going on in America for a while now, and it super sucks. Unfortunately, it's only becoming more and more common now, too. It's fucking terrible. But, in Saudi Arabia, you don't just get canceled, you get canned. You get sent to meet your maker if you talk about things that they don't want discussed. Here, the worst thing that's gonna happen to Dave fucking Chappelle if he gets, like, canceled is he'll lose, like, a show. But then he'll make up for it with a $50 million Netflix special and 100,000 new fans because people usually will support someone that gets, like, a show taken away because they said a joke that was too raunchy or something. Whereas the worst thing that'll happen to Dave Chappelle in Saudi Arabia if he did decide to go rogue off book and start criticizing like the royal family and talking about corruption and shit, they might have fucking imprisoned him and maybe down the line killed him. Because they have a track record of doing that. Maybe not someone to Dave Chappelle's size, they probably wouldn't do that because they know that would be such an international incident, but to just paint the picture, that is something they do there and actively continue to do, showing no signs of stopping. And yet Dave has the chutzpah to try and claim that it's easier to talk there than here. Fucking crazy, man. I almost feel like part of the contract had to be like brainwashing of these comedians too, like literally just forcing them to spit shit out for them, just vomit like tourism brochures. Because Bill Burr, after coming back, is like, oh my god, this was life-changing, calling it a top 3 experience he's had. It was a great experience, that part of the world, and to be part of the first comedy festival over there in Saudi Arabia. The Royals loved the show. You don't say. They loved it? Damn, Bill, that's crazy that they happened to love it. Everyone was happy. The people that were doing the festival were thrilled. Great news, man. I'm super happy to hear that it went really well for the Saudi Arabian Royals there. I was worried. I was a little nervous that the sets might kind of not go over really well there, but I'm happy to hear it was a home run with the Royals. God, Bill Burr's defense of it is almost as fucking stupid as Dave Chappelle's. You think everyone's going to be screaming death to America and they're going to have like fucking machetes and want to chop my head off because this is what I've been fed about that part of the world. Who are you even talking to, like addressing with this? A ghost? Like what? Who is actually expecting you to go over there and be met with machetes and people screaming death to America? They paid you unfathomable money to be there for a day, Bill. They're probably not going to be trying to chop your head off screaming death to America. You are there as a helpful, useful puppet on their strings that they are feeding money to dance because it is supposed to help them with tourism. This is put on by their fucking, like, tourism arm here. And also to help obfuscate a lot of the bad stuff going on over there. Of course they're not going to make you have a horrible time, Bill, by waving machetes around. What are you talking about? What a crazy unhinged statement. So Bill, before getting there, thought he was going to be met with machetes and people screaming death to America? Really? That was the impression you were under? Also, the way he talks about Saudi Arabia, like what he describes, I think is just like extremely fucking weird. Is that a Starbucks next to a Pizza Hut, next to a Burger King, next to a McDonald's? They got a fucking Chili's over here. I had to stop a couple times during the show and say, I'll be honest with you guys, I cannot fucking believe any of you have any idea who I am. It was just this great exchange of energy. They know their reputation, so they were extra friendly. How is that anything beyond, like, a full-blown insult? Is Bill just a big fucking idiot or something? Like, how oblivious is he to the world around him? He's talking about Saudi Arabia like he's talking to children, like, I cannot believe you guys even know who I am over here. He expected them to not have, like, electricity or internet or something? Like, why wouldn't they know who you are, Bill? You're one of the biggest names in the world. Why would you think they wouldn't know who you were? He talks about this, like, it's just, I'm not taking crazy pills, right? Like, this is a super odd thing to say. He took this money, and as he's going over there, he thought he was going to be met with machetes and people coming for his skull saying, "Death to America." He gets there, and now he's like raising an eyebrow, shocked, saying things like, "You guys have a fucking Chili's over here? What are the odds? Over here in this part of the world, you have a Chili's?" It's just so weird. Like, again, if Bill would just say, like, "Look, I'm a hypocrite. I took the money. I couldn't resist. I put my hand in the cookie jar. I was too tempted. It is what it is." At the very least, he'd be being honest. Like, there's more dignity in that than what he's trying here with these statements. It's fucking crazy. Now, I don't want to just insult all the comedians that went. That would be a 10-hour video, because every comedian went, basically. There were a few that didn't, and I want to give flowers to one in particular, Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis has been on a meteoric rise for over a year now, where he's become one of the biggest names in comedy. And Shane Gillis, according to him, was offered a bag to perform at the Riyadh Comedy Festival. But he turned it down. He even did make a statement saying that he took a principled stand and declined the offer to perform at the Riyadh Comedy Festival. Now, he's not the only one that said no. I already mentioned Atsuko Akatsuka. She's the one that actually revealed the censorship rules in the contract that we talked about earlier. But it seems like the overwhelming majority of comedians that received the offer accepted it, seemingly without a second thought crossing their mind whatsoever. Even some of the comedians that claim to be very supportive of free speech, putting a huge emphasis on it as part of their materials and their sets about how important it is, like Jimmy Carr, well, they couldn't resist either. Fucking Jimmy Carr was a co-headliner for this. Really stuck to your guns on that one, eh, Jimbo? And he's far from the only one. If you look at the people that perform there, many of them you've probably seen frequently posting about how wrong it is that people will face like punishments and stuff because of like what they might post online or like jokes or whatever. But they're totally fine taking money from Saudi Arabia, a place that literally has executed people for their opinions and things that they say online. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? Until you realize that those comedians, they don't actually believe any of this shit, it seems. They're more than willing to fold on all of this as long as they get paid enough money. It was pretty uncommon to see people say no. And Shane Gillis is right now at like the height of popularity for comedians. And he, I have to imagine, got a crazy offer to go, but still said no. And I just find that to be amazing. I'm really happy to have learned that Shane Gillis wasn't there. But I was very disappointed to see many of those that were. All of the comedians that turned down the offer, I think, deserve like a very strong round of applause because they actually do practice what they preach when it comes to free speech and the importance of it. Meanwhile, all the comedians that love to yap about principles and all that for their sets and then still went to Riyadh Comedy Festival, seems pretty clear that it's all a bunch of fucking horseradish from them. To me, at least, it seems pretty clear that they're just fucking sellouts that don't actually believe in the things they pump their fist about and joke about on stage or anything. It's all just phony baloney performative, and as long as you give them enough money, it's not like a principle they're gonna stand by. They'll just go take the money instead. Oh, something else I really want to mention, and I know I've already been blabbering about this for a while. Tim Dillon is another comedian who initially accepted the offer, and then on his own show was poking fun at it in saying like they use slavery over there and that he's willing to turn the other cheek because the money was so much, that kind of thing. And they fired him for it. So the implication is when you accept the deal from Saudi Arabia, you then also have to censor yourself in America too and just constantly promote Saudi Arabia and the regime. So even on your own show in America, you were still needing to be a full-blown Saudi Arabian shill. So everyone that went is just so fake, such hypocrites, and they are now just fully shills for Saudi Arabia. They're just so fucking fake, man. It's crazy. I'll stop blabbering about it. I know it's been a little bit already, but it's so sad. It's pathetic. It really is. Anyway, that's really about it. So, yeah.
What's up, everybody? It's Critical. I'm playing Dead Space 3. Let's do this shit. I just restarted from last save. Now we're sustaining heavy fire during the cutscene. Get down, gentlemen. The enemy has a lock on our position. We've got to find cover quick. We're sitting ducks out here. Do these bullets not concern any of you? Oh fuck, didn't mean to pause the action. This is not laser tag, assholes. These are bullets that can make you feel pain. Don't tell him to calm down, Norton. There's a squad of hostile Wookiee snipers outside our position. Isaac just gave the bullets a hug. His titties just devoured the whole clip. Danik, I don't give a shit about your shitting plan. We should be focusing on retaliation, or relocation, or global lubrication. Goodness gracious. Shake it off, bitch. A little bump on the cranium should be the least of your concerns. We're standing in the middle of Skynet target practice. Will somebody shoot this pile of ass cheeks? He's standing there blasting his shitter around. It should be an easy shot. Don't point your noodle fingers at me. Go fuck yourself. Oh no, look out, he's got a gun. We're only being shot by 100 more of those in the background. Don't be afraid of him, Norton. You're already being shot at and you're doing just fine. Oh, what the fuck? Isaac's true form has been revealed. Oh shit. Jeepers creepers, it's the Headless Horseman. Oh fuck. I don't think that bullet made a difference. He was missing an arm, leg, and head. I think he just bled out. Grenade out. Torso inbound. There we go. Isaac is in his ultimate form. He is digivolved into Isaac Legsmon. Thanks for the gun. I'm ready, Captain. I got clothesline. Be advised, the enemy is using anti-lower body ammunition. Proceed with caution. What an incredible metamorphosis. He goes into the cutscene as a man, and he leaves as the most powerful legs in the universe.
You ever experience a Winter Soldier moment, son? Well, you're about to. I'm gonna trigger one for you. Campbell's Chicken Noodle Possibilities. Remember that? Well, what if those possibilities were that you're consuming terrible 3D printed bioengineered meat? That right now is the big story around Campbell's, whom I'm sure all of you are familiar with Campbell's food products. I think a lot of us here have grown up with it. There was a recording that just got released that was filmed in secret by an employee that was, I guess, listening to a goddamn podcast from the VP of Information at Campbell's, who was ranting and raving about how terrible the quality of their food is and why he'd never buy it, how it's food for poor people, calling it bioengineered, 3D printed, basically just saying it's all like a bunch of shit you feed to piggies, not people. Then he also started like insulting Indians during this. It was like an hour and a half long recording, allegedly. It was recorded by a former employee named Robert Garza, who's filing a lawsuit about basically being wrongfully terminated because he tried to like complain about this kind of behavior. And the person apparently that has been recorded is Campbell's VP of Information Technology, Martin Bawley. I learned about this eye-opening revelation on stream, so I'm going to show you those clips, which also has like the pertinent audio section about like the bioengineered meat. Because that is a pretty big claim to say that it's like not real, low-quality, bioengineered meat from a 3D printer. 3D printed meat, that's like fucking SpongeBob canned bread moment right there. I didn't think we were at that point, and I still don't think we are. I'm pretty sure this guy was just a bit off his gourd during this rant, and it seems like it was a rant he was delivering straight from the soul. To be able to yap for an hour and a half, apparently uninterrupted, just raving about the company you are a VP at, like that's a lot. So I feel like he kind of got a little lost in the sauce. I would be very surprised to learn that it's actually 3D printed meat. I think what he was just trying to express is that it's so beneath him he would never eat this poor people food that his company makes. That seems to be the what he was trying to express. You hear about the Campbell's soup drama right now? Security analysts secretly recorded the executive VP for the company saying the soup is made with bioengineered meat that they make for poor people. What? Yeah, I just read a comment, and I just looked it up. There's a bunch of articles. Campbell's Soup at risk of being shut down in Florida because there was secret audio that was recorded with the VP saying that their meat is bioengineered, like slop, basically, quote, made for poor people.
Oh yeah, bioengineered meat chicken from 3D printer. Campbell's Soup VP mocks poor people who buy its food.
I have got to check this shit out later. What
the fuck?
3D printed meat.
Yeah, what the fuck? These stories always blow my mind because how many people have to know and not say anything.
Yeah, like this is just one of those things where there are so many people in this pipeline, and this is the first I've ever heard of that. We have shit for fucking poor people. I don't buy fucking Campbell's products now that I know. Oh my god. This is crazy.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein.
Oh, Jesus.
Now that I know what the fuck's in it.
How is it? Like, I didn't even think we had that technology yet to, like, print meat.
So we do, but it's currently more expensive. It's super interesting because this guy also just sounds stupid.
Is taking legal action against
bioengineered meat, if I'm not mistaken, is really expensive right now because they can't do it in bulk.
It's got to be something, right? They have to found some way of doing it cheap.
Explosive allegations about one of its top executives.
I guess the other thing is, I can almost guarantee Campbell's probably comes out and goes, "Hey, we don't print our chicken."
Well, but apparently it's an audio recording of the VP saying that. I want to hear the audio. Where is it?
Of Monroe.
Yeah, that's my thought, though, is like the higher-ups are going to come out and be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Yeah, but it's the VP. Okay, here, hold on. Here's the audio.
So in a company like Campbell's, there's probably like 1,000 VPs.
You think so? I guess that's true.
Yeah, here, I can look on LinkedIn.
Robert Garza
VP is like the
Monroe.
lowest end of the impressive sounding title, basically.
Okay.
I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. So healthy. Now that I know what the in it.
Campbell's
Even
Soup
in can of
Company.
soup, I
I'm
look
gonna
at it,
look
look
them
at
up on
meat.
LinkedIn. Let's see.
Bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer. You?
The recording
Okay, hearing the recording, it sounds like he's exaggerating. It sounds like the 3D printer is something he made up. But he's basically saying, like, this is actual trash food I would never eat. I don't want to eat meat that came from a 3D printer, do you? It sounds like he's the one that's, like, pulling that out, not saying that it actually comes from that.
Yeah, it's like hyperbolic a little bit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But even still, just putting that out there is just an immediate, like, bomb to the company.
Yeah, like, I have to imagine their stock has dropped.
Man, that's so fucking
alleges Campbell's Soup VP made racist comments and says its food is made for poor people. Yeah, it seems like this guy lost his noggin.
It's a 15... Well, the recording lasted longer than an hour and 15 minutes.
I just saw that.
Holy shit. What, was he just, like, uninterrupted monologuing at the office here while this guy recorded it?
A guy just went, over and over as he recorded on his phone.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly.
Is there another thing? They couldn't think for the I'm like, you dumb
Just pure disgust.
And when he complained,
the response to Robert sticking up for other people is he gets fired.
I'm so curious what even spawned this rant from him. Like, did he just come in randomly like, all right, everyone gather around, I got a campfire story to tell you. Fuck Campbell's, this is shit for poor people, listen to me, listen well. Like, I wonder what got him down this road in the first place. Just like this snowball turning into an avalanche of a rant against the company where he is like a higher level position at. Like, maybe it was something as simple as Robert being like, hey man, what's going on today? He's like, well, let me fucking tell you what's going on today. It's crazy. And so he did record this. It feels pretty cut and dry here that this is that guy saying these things. And in retaliation, after complaining, he was fired. He was sticking up for his fellow employees and got fired for it. Big Campbell's themselves have responded saying, if the comments heard on the audio recording were in fact made by Mr. Bali, they are unacceptable. Such language does not reflect our values and the culture of our company. We do not tolerate this kind of language under any circumstances. So, criticizing his use of sentence enhancers. He's got a bit of a sailor's mouth on him, and Campbell's is condemning that. He's been temporarily put on leave while they conduct their own investigation. They noted his role in IT, which has nothing to do with how Campbell's makes its food, which is true. When I first was reading this story, it wasn't exactly clear to me what his role is, but after looking it up, he is not in, like, the production of its food, so it would be information he wouldn't be privy to in the first place, which is why I said during the stream it sounds like he's just exaggerating about, like, 3D printed meat. He views it as just, like, this lesser food because he's a fucking executive or something at Campbell's, so he wouldn't touch the shit. I don't think he's actually claiming it's 3D printed, and I would be very surprised if it was, because that would be extremely fucking expensive. More expensive than just sourcing cheaper chicken somewhere. But they responded to this saying, "We are proud of the food we make, the people who make it, and the high quality ingredients we use to provide consumers with good food at a good value. We know that millions of people use Campbell's products, and we're honored by the trust they put in us. The comments heard on the recording about our food are not only inaccurate, they are patently absurd." Campbell's then said that the chicken meat in its soup comes from long-trusted USDA-approved US suppliers with high-quality standards. So basically their response is, this is a load of hooey, this guy's a fucking wacko, and everything he said is a bunch of horseradish. Which, yeah, that makes sense as a response here. He does sound like off his rocker during the recording, just bouncing from like one complaint to another. And like I said, I really doubt that they actually 3D print their chicken at Campbell's. I've liked Campbell's like my whole life. I've never had like a problem with it. Is it like the highest quality gourmet food you can eat? No. And it's not supposed to be. I don't see what there is to be so incredibly angry about, where you're just like shitting on it entirely, saying like it's strictly for poor people, it's bioengineered 3D printed meat, and it would never touch my refined palate. Absolutely not. Like, it's fucking absurd, man. Like, Campbell's is for anyone that wants like a cheap, quick little meal that's decent. That's always been where Campbell's lives, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But it is so fucking weird to hear him go on this rant. Like, I do think this will do legitimate damage to the company, given his position and his fiery words here. And it's also terrible what happened to Robert, where you get punished for trying to do the right thing. So hopefully he wins that lawsuit here. Because it sounds like this guy just went fucking rogue. It doesn't sound like Campbell's is going to be backing him up, at least not right now. It doesn't seem to be like that. But I guess we'll have to see. Like, maybe it turns out this recording is, you know, a bunch of horse hockey. Like, it's not real or something, but I doubt it. Seems like it probably is. Anyway, though, just found this to be interesting. Wanted to share it. That's about it. See ya. It was grueling. It was neck and neck the whole time. Incredible fight choreography. Why am I playing a game with myself in it? I don't look like Keanu Reeves, man. My facial hair is not even the same. My face is far too round for it as well. I'll just go with Operator. I don't know if I'm ready for Elite Special Operatives Ride to Hell Mastermind or anything.
Surely you must have known our disappearance.
It's like a Telltale Games comic book. Anyone ever played Drake of the 99 Dragons, often considered the worst Xbox game ever made? It's almost exactly like that. I feel like the characters aren't fully rendered. It's like they're made out of clay. I'll hit him with my gun. Let him know that I mean business. I could shoot him, but where's the fun in that? I want it to be flashy. I want it to really embody the spirit of Mr. Jonathan Wick. Let's go for a parry. That was it? Alright. Just like John Wick. Let's go for a takedown. Push him. That was very cowardly. Like someone trying to start a fight in a middle school lunch table. Come on now. Strike him. Huge! This is XCOM for mobile. That's what it feels like. Let's check the replay. Oh, baby! It's like watching a drunk man stumble around. Come on, baby. Yeah, that's when I really get him good there. I look like a Roomba that's just trying to find its way to the nearest dust bunny.
Alright, let's start dodging bullets. Zigzag like I'm trying to escape an alligator. Shit. Oh. Oh, that was just unnecessary. I just got shot. Can I see that on the replay? There we go. See, now that's perfect positioning. Now he's Rikishi stink-facing the guy underneath him. I've thought 2 steps ahead already. Yeah, going for a parry was the wrong idea. Damn. I thought maybe I could, like, slap the bullet out of the air and then get in there for some kung fu. Perfect stealth. Shoved it right up his ass. They had no idea. Let's check that bad boy out. Oh, fuck yeah. It doesn't even look like I'm killing bad guys. Looks like I'm just killing normal men. Ah, look at these enemy types. Businessman, businesswoman, waiter, businessman. Oh god, I'm getting flanked. Strike him! Alright, luckily this guy's wandered in here with his eyes closed. He's sleepwalking. Easy. Strike him again. Yeah, really fucking punish him. Keep hitting that nutsack. Keep oh god. Let's take a peek at that beautiful replay. Fucking awesome. Just like in John Wick. That's such a peaceful martial artist. He just beats my ass for a minute and then leaves. Once he felt like I had enough. That's my favorite part of the movie. Oh, I have a higher chance of hitting him with my gun by throwing it than I do shooting it. I'll put a little faith in it. Oh, jackpot. Tactical roll. This honestly just looks like John Wick didn't like the food service he got, so now he's just killing all of the staff outside. I really feel like I'm not the hero. Ah, too smooth. Like a surgeon. If he decided to start shooting his patients. These really don't seem like bad guys. Oh, they I didn't realize they fell over the railing. Moves around like a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic. I have a plan. He'll never see me. Yeah! Surprise! I was here the whole time! Yeah! Pussy! Again! Right in his little nutsack. Again! Don't stop until he's sterile. Yeah! God, how much more can he take? Holy fuck. This isn't even a boss battle, it's like a Wing Chun test dummy. Really getting in there. Any minute now, he'll say he's had enough. Christ, just say uncle. Shit. He slipped away. Oh, that was easy. Oh, I can't wait to see that replay with that incredible fight that went on in there. John Wick's signature martial arts, the Johnny Cage special where he goes for nothing but the man's scrotum. Just like in the movies. Conor McGregor, no chance, bang. Buckle in, this was a long boss battle. It was grueling. It was neck and neck the whole time. Incredible fight choreography. This is when it really heats up. And that's all she wrote.
And my birthright. Please continue your story. I wonder where Jonathan went.
I love the artwork on Winston. He looks like a police sketch of like an on-loose child sex offender. Well, not a child who's a sex offender. A sex offender who targets children, is what I was saying. Man. Shit. Now I'm in a tough spot.
big dodge. See, these fucking melee enemies are useless. It takes them like 10 steps to get to you, and then when they finally do, you can just step one block away. And they just melt down. I don't even know why they're here. Why would you hire muscle without weapons when John Wick is on the loose? Ever since I found Kay, food hasn't tasted quite the same. I'm always thinking, yeah, this food's good, but what if Kay made it? Meanwhile, Kay's over here making a fucking pipe bomb in her bowl here. It's looking like the beginnings of a pizza to some extent. Maybe not in shape, but in spirit. When did she put the mincemeat on it?
Right.
You've got this, Kay. A delicate hand, like a surgeon. There it is. Expertly done. Nearly covered the whole thing. So again, I've never had a calzone. How we looking, calzone experts? Does this look about right so far? Something in my heart tells me it's probably not supposed to look like this, but again, I'm inexperienced. You know, that doesn't look horrible. A bit misshapen. Looks like a giant's foreskin after it's been cut off, but it's just bread and sauce, so...
Mincemeat. Yeah.
Yeah. The classics, Kay. Fuck yeah. Man, there's more action with that butter moving across the pan than there was in the entirety of Death Stranding. Just watching that shit race around as it melts is more fun. Get that mincemeat all wet.
As you can see, it's still pink in the middle.
A little bit, Kay. It's almost done though.
Get it up on my little...
God, it's gonna form like a Pangea. It's all gonna come together in the middle as one giant continent. What the fuck happened in the middle? Was there a fight? A war? How is that a Big Mac? It's bread with butter and a giant slab of unseasoned meat. It's just a mincemeat sandwich with no flavor. Oh, and this time she downgrades from hamburger buns to toast, so we might as well check it out. That meat looks like kibble. Well, I assure you, it'll taste far worse than kibble by the time Kay's done with it. It's weird with Kay. She treats mincemeat as if it can't exist without being dunked in egg. Very rarely do you have one without the other.
That's two marks.
Yeah, it does look a little like kitty litter, I guess.
Right, I'm going to try and turn them over.
Wow. That just looks like a festering infection now.
Oh.
It's not too late, Kay. It's still mostly together.
Over now, but
Oh, God. It's looking like a dream, Kay.
Right, because...
Oh, God. Kay, it's burning. Save it. What, did she buy this from McDonald's? Damn, that looks just like a Big Mac. She cheated. Off camera, she went and got one from the store. Don't make your son eat this one, Kay.
I'm going to put the bread on.
Have mercy. We're in luck. Oh, God.
I'll put 2 more burgers in.
Is that a burger or a set of hash browns? I would never eat something like this. I'm way too concerned about, like, health violations.
Oh, it's
like biological terrorism. We are 4 for 4 on mincemeat recipes right now. I honestly don't know. With her cuts, I don't know why she doesn't just drop the whole fucking onion in. It's about the same size. Your fingers are far too precious. You need to be wearing mitts at all times. You're like Doctor Strange with those hands. If you lose them, the world is a worse place. Okay, protect those hands at all cost. You know, I've had a few lasagnas in my day, but this would certainly be a first if I was served this somewhere when I ordered lasagna. Where are the noodles? What, you don't see them? They're onion noodles. She's so much better than Chef Boyardee, man. I wish they'd start packaging her meals. I don't know about you guys, but this is looking nice to me.
I'm going to break some eggs.
I do love eating birdseed right out of the cage. Can we moisturize that a bit, Kay? It seems a bit dry. Eating those rocks would be like burying your head in the beach. She made burnt, toasted garlic rice granola, basically, yeah. This should be on the dessert menu of every restaurant. It looks more like mashed potatoes than rice, but damn it, it's improvement. What kind of rice does she buy? Does she just go to the pet store and just grab what looks like rice? Because that's the same rice she made last time that looked like kitty litter. She would be fired from the Krusty Krab instantly with this cutting technique. Damn it, Kay.
I think that's fine enough.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Microscopic pieces. You've done a great job. It's like a powder now.
Add quite a bit of
Is that ketchup?
barbecue sauce.
Oh, that's a lot of barbecue sauce. What happened? It's just barbecue sauce with garlic. Store-bought barbecue sauce that you added cloves of garlic to.
She says just
Is that the whole meal?
blob here is what she said is a Korean meal.
Do we have any Koreans in the chat that can
Korean
confirm?
meal.
What's the verdict, Lee? Can you taste the K-pop? You're chewing on garlic right now. How does that feel? I bet it tastes great. Man, those vampires are gonna fucking hate you.
I was told what to do by a Korean. I don't know how you say it, but anyway, I was told by a lady how to do it. Because when I said to her,
I think you got it right the first 3 times.
I'm gonna chop the.
Strike one.
Should be fake.
That carrot wanted so badly just to get the fuck away from Kay. It chose suicide. Fucking jumping off it. Did she pick it up and put it in this dish? I wasn't paying attention. Whatever, the fucking dust on the ground adds flavor. Probiotics. I could hardly think of a more inefficient cutting technique other than cutting towards yourself. Both thumbs. That can't be, you know, professional culinary work there. Honestly, I'm surprised she's not treating that knife like a fucking wiggle saw, or whatever they call it. They're like the 2-armed one that you go like this on. I don't know what I'm no professional timber sportsman, but whatever that saw is called.
I think that might.
Just use it like that. Make it like a traffic cone of lettuce.
Oops.
Okay, there's like 50 yards worth of real estate there, and you still somehow managed to miss the plate.
Before you ask, I have washed the rice.
Come on, Kay, at least make it
No,
presentable.
I keep saying I have, and rice.
Oh my god. That poor broccoli has been tortured. God, it looks like James Bond Casino Royale when he was getting his nuts fucking slapped on by Mads Mikkelsen. Oh.
That is a Korean meal. And if you don't believe me, ask Google.
Who?
Give me a big old.
Again, I can't speak for Koreans here, but something in my bones is telling me that a Korean meal doesn't consist of unseasoned chicken slapped with 1 piece of broccoli, 4 carrots, and a little bit of rice. That's a North Korean ration meal.
Is.
That's like 2 Coke cans worth of sugar out of nowhere.
Just remembered.
Is that a toilet bowl?
7.5.
What is that, a latrine?
Charlie went
up. A journalist.
When it's all said and done, this is the most appetizing thing she's ever made, appearance-wise. Well, that didn't last long.
I'm going to take it out of it.
How do you even let something get that burnt? Does she just start cooking it and then go to sleep? We're getting there. That's a lonely egg, Kay. It needs a friend. Oh my god.
That's about.
Oh, it's the toilet bowl again. Don't use it, Kay. That's ruined many a recipe.
Right, so that's the flour in the bowl.
From the top turnbuckle.
Put the sugar, put in the jam on.
There it is. That was easy.
And now I'm going to put the jam on it. And today I'm going to be doing jammy touches. Right, now first of all I'm going to put 175 grams of sugar, which
What the fuck happened? Did someone get executed in her kitchen? Oh, watch out for the fly. He's here to steal our jammy Dodgers. I'm sure each and every one of you has your own personal experience with AI ads being shoved down your throat on YouTube. You can't escape them anymore. It's like air at this point. You're going to be breathing it in. No matter where you go on YouTube, you are bound to find AI ads selling you a phony baloney product that's just a bunch of horseradish. And a couple months ago, Matt and I bought the dog one, which was a viral AI ad everyone was getting served, where it was trying to sell you this lifelike dog that's the perfect companion using technology our world has never seen before. And then what you actually get when you buy it is basically what you get at a mall kiosk for the little dog that moves around going, and that's it. And this is all very fraudulent advertising, obviously, but they've been getting away with it for a long time. And it's showing no signs of slowing down. So recently, Matt and I have just been buying every product we see through AI ads, and 3 of them came in, so I wanted to show you what you actually get here. But please, for the love of all that is holy on this beautiful planet of ours, do not buy anything that uses AI in its advertising. It is pretty much 100% of the time a scam. I cannot believe that this is allowed to go so unchecked on YouTube. It's fucking crazy. AI products. We're looking at them again. The AI ads are everywhere. We checked the dog one once.
Yep.
Now we've got 4 more new ones.
And we thought, why do 1 when you can do 4? And it's taken this long for all of it to ship. We had 5. 1 went to the wrong address. I contacted customer support 5 times. They never answered.
There is no customer support for these companies, I bet.
Well, my favorite is they all show up. I've been throwing away the packaging. I shouldn't have, but they all come from, just like the dog. One of these came from Lucas, which is just a guy who's in like Oklahoma. And it just says Lucas with an address, no business name, and it just shipped to us. And then under the Lucas label is a bunch of Chinese on a shipping label.
You should go visit Lucas. And do
That's what this video is.
Do some digging, see if it's a place.
But why, like, it would use a name. You know, I forget, we got to watch the dog video, but that one came from, like, Brittany in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like they just, like, find someone online and they're like, will you ship this out for us? It is funny, though, the address that one of them went to now, God, what did they get? Because you open these sites, and Charlie will put it here. When you open the sites, it's like, you could buy 1 for $45, or you could buy 14 for $55. So I tend to go for the extra because you want the extra.
Yeah, we need the quantity.
Also, I've been doing my best to screen grab the videos. Here's the original one of the first product I'm going to give you. It's called the Koala.
Yes, I knew it'd be the koala. I've seen this one.
Why don't I have sound? How do I add sound?
You didn't pay for it, that's extra.
You didn't record it with sound.
Alright, I've got another one.
Thing helped me more than my last therapy session. It's called the Koala, a lifelike plush toy designed and powered by AI. It makes you feel loved, supported, and helps during tough times. The Koala uses AI-powered motion sensors that gently react to your touch, so when you cuddle it, it actually cuddles back. It's the kind of gift your girlfriend would love you for, and your little ones wouldn't stop hugging. The brand is so confident you'll fall in love with the Koala. They'll refund 100% of your money if you don't. So click shop now and thank me later.
Now, the other one you pulled up is the one I saw. That's the one where they just actually have an AI koala. Right?
Oh, yeah, it's straight up, like, we don't need sound for that, but it's like, let's see.
One of the ads for these I saw,
it's just straight up. So this
it was
is
just a real koala
site
that they AI'd there.
Right.
Yeah.
And I guarantee it says 100% money back guarantee. There's no one there. You can't get your money back. It's just a scam. Let me show you the koala. It's bigger than I thought. That's probably because when you go to the site, I bet there was like jumbo size, and they get me every time. Boom.
Whoa! It's just like in the ad.
That cuddles me back.
That cuddles me back. Incredible.
Wow.
That one's been sitting in my office for a little bit.
All right, how do we breathe life into it?
Here.
Oh, that's really good.
That will work really well, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Expanding at great speed.
Yeah, it's much bigger than the one that she had crawling around on her.
So my initial assessment when it came out is I don't think there's electronics in this.
What does it smell like?
Like a mall.
It does smell like a mall, like Build-A-Bear.
Yeah. There's no electronics.
The only place I thought they could put them is the nose.
Sounds pretty hollow.
Also, there's no claws like in the video.
Also, how the fuck is it going to move? There's
no, you don't get it.
There.
You have to cuddle it, Matt.
Oh yeah, cuddle it, cuddle it. No, cuddle back.
Just fucking strangle.
Oh.
Is it working? No. Oh, you have to wait for it to finish inflating. Alright,
no.
yeah.
Here, maybe you try.
I don't see it moving. No, I'm not feeling a lot.
I don't understand. This was on YouTube. I bought this from a YouTube ad.
I'm impressed that you even get something, though. To be honest,
I agree. That's what we said last
the
time,
fact
too.
that you even get something that is a koala, period, I think is kind of funny. Like, they could just send you literally nothing. I don't really get the purpose of this.
I don't either, because and the whole thing, the purpose is a scam, because I promise I reach out, say, hey, this isn't AI powered. Yeah, they're not, nobody's gonna answer the same way they wouldn't change shipping address for me. So
is them sending you something marginally close protect them legally?
No shot,
No,
right?
Because otherwise,
them legally is they're out of China, so who the fuck's
otherwise why even send something?
I don't know. That's what I don't get either.
That's such a good question.
Because there's no way this would legally protect you because it's literally just not what's advertised.
Right,
like, you bought something from me, like I'm saying, this is my AI-powered toothbrush.
Right.
And I send you just a manual toothbrush. It doesn't protect me. You can still be like, that's not what I ordered. That is not what I spent $40 on.
I wonder if the fact
doesn't help me.
that it takes so long for shipping and stuff, and they are like, oh, it's on its way, and it does take 6 weeks before it gets to you. I don't know what shipping route even does that. But I wonder if within that time, it's essentially, okay, it's up, we're shipping products, because they are. More people buy in that time, so it buys them time before they have to spin up the next scam product. But I guess
But you could also
create
say
just an empty box with the shipping.
You could also say it's in transit, and
yeah.
then it just never shows up.
Yeah.
I just wonder if they take steps to try to go that. You are right. Just why?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Like, it is just money off of their bottom line, to be honest.
Right. Just send an empty box if you're going to go to that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, once again, how are you going to sue them?
Well, how much did you pay for that?
$50.
This was $50?
Actually, this one might have been more because it's mega.
See, they don't care. They just have look, they don't give a fuck. They're a fucking stuffed animal warehouse, and they're like, we have too many koalas. Ship that out with some AI, mark up the price, and now they don't have koalas anymore.
They sell this on Walmart.
This?
Walmart has this listed. Yes.
For how
Koali
much?
Emotional Healing on Demand, Koali Plushie AI powered. Theirs is $14.66. I promise you I paid somewhere between $50 and $80 for this.
I guess you could legally argue what AI powered
Here,
means.
wait. And all of them, see, this has 4.8 out of 5 stars by 1,679 customers.
It's always botted.
Come on, show me the price here. And then you get here, and it's fast delivery, good product, 100% recommend. Oh, there's the dog.
Oh, there's the dog, yeah.
Dog was on sale from 80 to 30. This one doesn't have the price. They pull the sites down so quickly. Well, not so quickly. It takes like 4 weeks. But yeah, we don't even have to cut this open. There's no power.
Yeah, I mean, you can see that there's not, and I feel I would have felt something by now.
Yeah,
but I didn't.
And the fact that the ad starts with, this will be more helpful than your therapist appointment.
Well, it just might be.
Maybe you're supposed to scry in the nose. It's actually like a witchcraft thing. You know how you mirror gaze?
I get it.
Yeah, is it working?
Yeah, I don't need therapy anymore.
Cancel your therapy appointment.
I'm no longer a sociopath.
This is good stuff. I mean, you do get something.
$50 well spent.
You get $50 well spent.
You can Should we just let it sit up here?
Yeah, you can watch.
Here, I'll prop it up with my... I can't prop it up with...
Pixel will love it.
Yeah, that's now a dog toy. So, you know, you've seen the plushies. They're great. And you've thought, let's move into clothing.
Naturally.
I bought a $50... It's always $50. That's how they know they can get me. $50 knitted sweater.
Yes.
Dragon popping out the back. Beautifully sewn. I'll give you another picture. Look at that.
And this was another YouTube AI ad?
This was a YouTube AI ad. You can see it's 3D. It's got some nice orange eyes in there. Charles, do you want to go put this on in the bathroom and come back out?
Okay.
I'll be here with the koala.
You think there's maybe a camera in it and they're just spying on you?
I fucking hope so. I'd feel better about the money I spent on
You like
it.
what you see? Huh?
Do you like it? Ow. That's a hard nose. There's nothing. Wait. Nope. That's just a button on the back of the eyes. Yeah. I just don't understand how people can get away from it. With it.
It's because Granny's buying it.
Okay, I'm here in my knitted sweater.
Whoa! Let's see the back. Yeah. That looks just like it.
Kinda that.
I'll tell you one thing, it's not knitted.
Huh.
It's
They-
very scratchy.
They took a picture of a knitted... Actually, they took their AI picture of a knitted sweater and...
Printed it.
Printed it onto a zip-up hoodie.
Not only a zip-up hoodie, but the most uncomfortable zip-up hoodie I've ever put on.
Oh my god, that's like medical gauze.
It's like fiberglass. Feel this, Danny. That is miserable on my skin.
Once again, I would actually be less upset if they took my money and didn't send me anything.
Yeah, I would say at least it's a jacket that you can wear. The zipper works.
Mm-hmm. It's
that's almost 50% of
the
like the way
picture.
the product.
Yeah, it is the image of a knitted sweater printed onto a jacket.
Let's compare.
Yep.
Yeah.
It looks the same.
I mean, it's got that big loop there, too. Men's Viking Dragon Style Celtic Thick Zip Hooded Sweater. To be fair, that's what we got.
Yeah, I think this one's pretty close, actually. What's the price on this bad boy?
That's $43.99.
Wow.
So I thought, you know what I could do is I could call our bank and have them dispute the charge and send them pictures. Except they're going to be like, sir, you've done this 5 times. Stop buying the items.
How am I supposed to know it's AI? I keep fooling me.
And every shop is always on YouTube. It's always like US goodbye, like BUY, like it's always US hyphen something. Like Granny's sitting there going, "It's made in the US. This is good stuff."
Yep. Probably made in the U.S.
I'm going to show you now the most egregious one, in my mind. It's a little bit of a disturbing video, so bear with me.
New Arrival Mini Double Head Electric Shave. Specifically designed for stiff beards, it can be shaved cleanly in just a few seconds without damaging the skin. The motor speed is as high as 7,500 RPM, which is twice that of ordinary electric shavers. The tool head is washable, never worry about bacterial residues, support dry and wet dual use, sterile and hygienic. Alloy body and magnetic head will not rust after 10 years of use.
It's a nice box.
It can be used whole month on a single charge.
You just say it can be used whole month on a single charge.
Discount.
Smooth shave anytime. Get yours today.
That's pretty cool.
Wait, you could see the name of the store there. The name of the store on this one is Sale Off 50%. That's the actual name of it. Stay sharp with the 2025 Pocket Shaver. USB, waterproof, travel ready, 50% off.
And now we're going to shave Matt's head with it.
And you saw how nice the box was.
That was so nice.
That's what we got.
There it is.
The mini shaver.
Well, that's already a lot more effort than I thought.
I agree. They marked which color I bought between blue, gray, and silvery. We got silvery.
Silvery.
Oh, let's see on the side. Portable shaving at any time. Ultra long endurance, high speed motor, large area graphic cutter net, and double ring cutter net faster removal of whiskers.
That looks a lot like the thing.
Shave.
Whoa.
I've got an idea.
All right. Well, they carved the toothbrush with it.
Did it cut it?
I don't know.
Did it shave?
I think you would see.
I'll take one for the team.
See,
Yeah, just go on legs.
wait, let me get to a spot where I can see it.
Try one of these.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you. And it says you can just pop this off. Thank you. All right.
Is there anything in it?
I don't think there are razors in there. Oh, it is magnetic. That's actually quite nice.
That is magnetic. Very cool. That's big.
Do you like to hold it? Here, you want to do the razor?
Sure.
I heard some cutting.
Is it cutting it?
I don't know. All right, I'll just go on the arm. Well, actually, I'm gonna go on the leg here. Can you see?
Yep.
Doesn't look like it's doing anything.
There is no razors in that. Rub that on your leg. It's just blowing air.
Wait, no!
I've seen some.
It's shaved! It's shaved!
Wait, why didn't it shave?
I think you have to go both ways.
Oh,
You gotta push.
Why? I don't know.
Oh!
Wow, it's shaved.
You said this one was egregious.
I can't believe it.
It works.
We've never gotten one that works before. What?
We'll have a mini razor fight.
Wow.
Shave hard.
Oh, circles. It's one of those. Here.
I just don't think it's that strong.
Yeah, it might not be strong enough for that.
No.
It's good enough for leg hair, though. That took it right off.
Here, try your beard. And then you can pop the top off. Our hair's in there.
Yeah.
And you just...
And you save it for later.
It says I can just...
Your home address and we'll mail it.
Yeah, look at that. It took hair right off my thigh. I'll clean it up.
Yeah.
It's smooth.
How much was this one?
I think this was the cheapest one. This was like $20.
This is just a product.
Yeah, this one worked. It's a product with an AI ad. That's definitely just an Alibaba thing, though.
It's gotta be, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't make it.
USB charger. I mean, it's pretty crappy.
Maybe it'll last 10 years like that.
No.
No, it says it just wouldn't rust in 10 years.
rust.
It didn't say it would work.
It's got a quality control pass stamp. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I bet you could find this right now on Alibaba.
And buy 1,000 of them for $20.
Yeah.
So I don't think we need to do the other tests, like taking shaving cream off a balloon. I don't know what that proved. The toothbrush head. I guess I wear short shorts. This is a problem for me. This is just how I sit.
It'll grow.
Yeah, it'll grow
Yeah,
back
it's fine.
quickly.
It's fine.
Well, here, you could just shave all of it and it'll be really cool.
I'll be like a gym bro.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. The intrusive thoughts almost won. I would say, out of all the ones we've seen,
It works.
it works.
And you paid $20. Actually, I'll just find it. On
Yeah,
Alibaba
find
real
the-
quick. Let's see if you paid a good price for it.
On Temu, it looks like they're about $6.
$6
Oh,
on
you found the
Temu.
exact
These
ones,
are
yeah.
definitely just resold Temu.
Yeah, I mean, so the scam is you buy a product from Temu or Alibaba, you make an AI ad for it with a temp website, you sell it for
Yeah.
more. That's easily how
That's
it goes.
also, that's
This is
$6
crazy.
For one, so you could probably buy them in bulk for even cheaper.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
so like here's the exact one right here. The pocket shaver USB mini. This is light in the box. They have so many of these.
So they
that
all
pop up.
just are doing the same, and
Yeah.
some people are splurging for YouTube ads to get me. Crazy timing.
And yep, Walmart has the same thing for $6.
Walmart
the
is
exact
just
same one.
Amazon at this point. Monique just texted me that she decided to randomly swing by the warehouse to see if they got the other AI package, and it was there. They were holding it
nice.
for us. So we can, I have another here, but we can do that one tomorrow too to add on to it.
That'd be good.
I forget what it was. I just have zero recollection. Oh, I remember. It's work boots.
All right, what do we got next?
All right, so this one is more... I saw AI ads for it, but the more I looked into it, I think this one's a real company, so I won't slander them. We'll see how good the product is.
But they use AI ads?
I saw one, but then the ones... I've gone back and looked, and I don't think they're doing that anymore.
Did you record the ad that you found?
No, I could not find it, so I may have just bought a product for you. But I won't tell you what it is. And I had to put in all the shipping info, so when it showed up to our house, it says, to Matt, from Charles, reason, surprise. And Monique was like, that's cute, Charlie bought you a surprise. And I was like, I did that. So, all right. Yeah, I think this is just a real company. It's Send a Cake. That's what it's called. Send a Cake.
How long has this cake been? Whoa.
Oh, it's Halloween themed. I forgot I did that.
Good
surprise.
I don't know. I don't know what this is, to be honest. If it's good, cut it. Send a Cake specializes in gourmet cake for birthdays.
Oh,
and
this
all
is so
special
cool.
occasions.
And it's a real cake that's just going to be fucking rotten. Start
How to open your box. Fully remove the box.
Open.
Place the box on a flat surface. Unhook the straps from the front of the box.
I don't... It says start here.
Pull to reveal your surprise. All right, so I think...
Is it going to like pop out of this?
Like, I feel like you could start here easily.
No, but that's not the way the arrows go.
I'm going to go against the grain here. Because I'm growing more and more suspicious this isn't a shitty company. So I'm allowed to be mean.
Jump scare.
Okay, I guess pull this.
Whoa! It did actually jump out.
It jumped.
Wait, it looks like there's a lot of those that are supposed to... Let's see.
Whoa! Why did you find this?
I don't know!
Is there a cake in there?
There's this.
Oh. Matt just bought an actual product. Surprise.
No, there's
Oh my god. It's ghoulish.
Is that cake?
It's a
It was at one point, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
No. That is it. Chat, is it green because of the icing or green because of mold? It's saran wrapped.
Well, that wasn't
That
bad.
was cool, man.
That was cool.
Do we just cut that from the video?
No, I think that's great. That's what
So,
that is.
where did you find this?
I think that was on Facebook.
You should smell it.
I don't want to smell
Open
it.
it and smell it.
I'm afraid of the spores.
Here, I'll try the Butterfinger. Feel good?
Okay.
That's cool.
Send a Cake is the name of it. It's a real site. I don't know where he found it.
Matt got fucking drunk and went too deep one night and just bought a real product.
Almost all of these are 2 a.m. when I'm high.
Everything looks like AI to Matt when he's had a couple.
Guys, look at this AI. It's just a fucking Honda. I'm so sorry.
Happy Halloween.
Wait, I'm on their TikTok now. They got some crazy shit in here.
Is it cool stuff?
Yeah. That one was like a fucking frag grenade.
I remember getting birthday cards when I was like in elementary school with those in them.
Yeah, oh, one came out and you closed it and opened it again and then it...
No, that's super moldy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on us.
How long have you had this?
That's been in there for 6 weeks. Thank God it's wrapped.
Yeah, I'm looking through their stuff. I don't see a single AI ad.
Wait, does it say to Matt from Charlie? You're too Charlie from Matt.
Too
Now
Matt.
I'm gonna know where your brain was.
It's too Matt from Charlie, and it's a surprise.
Yeah.
No,
Matt ordered it.
That's on me, big dog.
No, Matt just like, you know what? This will be fine.
Yeah, there's no AI that I can find here for them.
Hey, thanks for the cake.
That's it. What a cool surprise in the AI ad video.
Yep, that is absolutely just a real company.
100%. That was a good idea to preface it though, because you weren't sure.
I was not positive. This one did not seem the same. They had real shipping. Sorry. We can cut that if you
No,
want.
this is really good. See, not every video goes according to plan.
That's the fun one.
That's right.
Yeah, that was.
It's all scripted. We did that on purpose.
That was Toasty Matt wanting candy. I will find the boots video for you, but the ones coming tomorrow, they walk on beds of nails. They hit their toes with hammers. They do all sorts of stuff. I think I got your size. So
good.
All right, we'll be back.
See you then.
All right,
My
bye.
thigh is smooth.
What's up, everybody? It's Critical. I'm playing Winnie the Pooh Home Run Derby, the legend of the fuck owl. Let's do this shit. You may have guessed that that's not the correct title for this game. However, I've been fighting this owl for the last 2 hours, going on 3. I fucking hate this bitch. Just look at this pitch. Look at that pitch! It's impossible to hit. It's like he's trying to entangle my legs with a fucking bola. It's just absurd. It's the 21st century and Winnie thinks he's still living in the Mesozoic era. He's using a dinosaur dildo for a bat. Oh, well, yes, there we go. There's one home run. 18 more of those and I will have defeated this owl. Here comes number 2! Fuck you. Winnie needs to get his shit on his ass right now, because that was a good hit. Oh, get over. There we go, that's 2. Right-clicked. Little right-click here and there is always good for defeating an owl. Stay in. Stay in. There we go, that's 3, you son of a bitch. I've got you now, owl. This is just preposterous. Stay in. Climb, climb. There we go. There's 4. Let's make it 20. Here we go. Fuck. This owl just doesn't have feathers. It's made out of ass cheeks. It has ass cheeks for feathers. Ooh, I absolutely demolished that pitch. I bet you feel pretty shitty about that shit, don't you, shit owl? Damn it. We have got to blast a home run here. Here we go, out of the park. There we go. A little present for the tree in right field, looking for a souvenir. Alright, here comes number 7. Oh, get over. Get over. There it is. His name's not Winnie. It's the home run bear. Oh, fucking shit. Damn it. Son of a bitch. I can't complete this now. There's not enough pitches. This owl just throws magic. It starts off as a normal pitch, but mid-flight the ball gets transmuted into anti-home run material. Go. 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 Oh! Everyone's fucking... I don't even know why I'm bothering to swing at these. I can't get 19 home runs off 3 pitches. It's impossible. I just don't like this owl. This owl is not someone I would call if I wanted to talk to a friend. He's just not on that list of people. Oh, 12 home runs. That's actually not too bad. It's a lot better than previous attempts. Oh, go over. 13 home runs. That's not bad at all. That's pretty damn close. If this owl wasn't ass, maybe I could have completed this. But I'm going to keep playing until I defeat this fucking owl. I'm going to keep playing. The owl is getting better at pitching. He's getting better at pitching. It's like he's learning from shitting and shitting and shitting. I don't even have 5 yet. I don't have 5 yet. I didn't get 5. What the fuck? This is not anus shit time. This is baseball time. I can't even get 5 home runs now. This is like the 6th game in a row where I haven't even gotten 10 home runs. This is fucking ridiculous. Most owls can turn their heads 270 degrees in both directions. This owl can fuck itself in all directions. I'm gonna fight Eeyore. Get my confidence up, and then I'm gonna fight the owl again. Let me just fucking blast 9 home runs here. Oh, there's an excellent start. Fucking blast the ball behind me. Damn it, Eeyore. Oh, there we go. Go over. There's one home run. This is not making me feel any better about my batting abilities. I can't even get 3 home runs off Eeyore. Oh, there we go. There's 2. Alright, come on. Let's at least get fucking 5. That was a very good pitch, Eeyore. Give me another good pitch. There it is. Oh shit, stay in! Fucking terrible pitch! Awful pitch, Eeyore. Another shitty pitch! What the fuck are you doing, Eeyore? Give me a good pitch or I'm charging the mound. Go over. Son of a bitch, Eeyore! What have you done? I just barely defeated Eeyore. Perfect training for defeating the owl. I should be more than ready to defeat that bitch. Here we go. Let's see how my Eeyore destruction has helped me. Home run! There we go. Kicking Eeyore's ass has really proved beneficial. For what reason are you an owl? And why have you decided to take up baseball as your hobby? This owl needs some toilet paper because it's a dirty asshole. Wait just a minute. This owl is an asshole. This is impossible. This is just impossible. I fucking hate this owl. I mean, it's an owl. It's an owl and that's an owl. Perhaps if I was using a real baseball bat instead of the power supply to a flying saucer, I could hit more than 7 home runs. I just decided to look up strategies for defeating the owl, and apparently there's a store here, which I didn't even know existed because I can't read this language. I had no idea that tab said, "Hey fucker, the store's right here." This looks like a nice even spread. Hopefully this helps, although I don't see how it could hinder my progress considering I've made no progress in defeating this opponent. Supercharged designated hitter Winnie. Here we go! Terrific! They certainly enhanced my ability to not hit home runs. Oh shit. Oh shit! That's the furthest I've hit the ball yet. Yes, yes, yes. Just one more home run. Just one more. Go! Go! Sail! Yes! Yes, I've done it! I've defeated the owl! Do you still like to sing about the Moona and the Juna and the Springer? Oh, I'm just demolishing the pitches now, annihilating them. You will not be receiving the Cy Young Award this time. He turned Winnie's titties inside out more times than Winnie can count, but we finally defeated him. Who's next? 28? Goodness gracious. What the fuck? What the fuck? The ball disappears halfway to the plate. How are you supposed to hit that? Is this a legal pitch? This is bullshit! How are you supposed to hit 28? That's enough bullshit to feed bulls their own shit for centuries. If I get a home run on the remaining pitches, I will do this. Yes, go! Oh my goodness, say hi to the planets for me. The last pitch, come on, Winnie! Go! Go, it's sailing! It's out of here! Holy shit! I've done it! I've defeated him! Yes! You could deliver pizza for years and never see anything that close. Fucking hold a magnifying glass to something and it's not as close as that was. How the fuck are you supposed to hit 40 out of 50? Unless we're playing T-ball. Which we're not because he's throwing pepper. There we go. There's 1 out of 40. We're getting close. There is no possible way to hit 40 out of 50 of those. He combined every pitch up until that point. How are you supposed to do that? There's no way I'm going to be able to hit 40 out of 50 of those. Alright, well I'm done playing this. Well, that's the end of this video. Remember to rate the video, comment the video, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. See ya.
The new Running Man movie just came out, and I've seen a lot of people aren't loving it. It hasn't been getting the standard Edgar Wright glaze. A lot of people have been saying that it's just not amazing. I haven't really seen anyone call it, like, outright bad or anything, because it's not, you know, we're not talking about, like, a War of the Worlds level catastrophe here of a film or anything. Most people are just saying that it's kind of underwhelming and mid. And I've just now watched it, so I'm here to tell you, definitively, that's kinda right. It's far from a bad film, it's just a very standard one. Like, it's very generic. It's an action film that has some very good action sequences, but it has quite a lot of problems. And if you are someone that's a big fan of this director's work, if you are an Edgar Wright superfan, I would wager my left shoe that this will probably be towards the bottom of your list of his movies. This is a shockingly studio-safe production, it feels like. It doesn't really inject any of the creative personality that his films are known for. It really feels like more of a paycheck than a passion, which, all I'm saying right here, probably doesn't matter if you don't really care who the director is. Like, if you're not the biggest Edgar Wright enthusiast with dick in hand for every single thing that he slaps his name on, it probably won't matter to you because you're not going to be holding it to this higher standard of what his previous films have had. And I think that's totally fine. But I think pretty much anyone that watches this will walk away being like, oh, that was an enjoyable action flick, but nothing beyond that. So this film is not at all related to the 80s Arnold movie, which I haven't seen in a long time, but when I was a kid, I remember really liking that movie. And this one is very different, and I think that's probably a good thing. As I understand it, this borrows more from the Stephen King novel that it's based on, which maybe fans of the original works will appreciate. But I just think that by incorporating a lot of these elements that I imagine were present in the book, it leads to a little bit of bloat in this film where it starts to kind of have these pacing issues where it kind of just wants to like stumble through scenes to get to like a bigger moment without like building a real connection to characters. Like it feels like it was more focused on getting things from the book onto the big screen without really making it flow super well. And to kind of elaborate further on what I mean by that, a lot of Ben Richards' survival in The Running Man is kind of out of his own hands, where he just happens to luckily run into someone that is far better equipped to win this game for him and is able to kind of like piggyback off of their ideas for survival and kind of just go along with their plan, which I imagine in the book is probably not exactly how it plays out, but in the film here, it just feels like a very convenient plot armor for him, where he just happens to run into these guardian angels that literally sacrificed their lives in order for him to win the Running Man. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but this is what I'm saying, where it feels like it has these issues where it gives you this action, and then it wants to give you the next part with the action where it's like a couple days further. But in order to do that, you have to meet this character quickly, like in an alley that gets you to that point, and you don't spend a lot of time with that character. And then you get to the next action scene, and then you have to meet another character because that's going to get him a couple more days into the future for the next action thing. And if that character dies, you don't really care because you don't fucking know anything about that character. It just feels a little wacky when it comes to its pacing in that regard, which makes it feel a little underwhelming when a lot of the times Ben Richards isn't the one who's like really beating the network. So I've kind of already dove into some complaints, but like I said, I think it is a fun action movie, and I think the entire premise is very fun. So it's set in a world where barbarism is entertainment now with this thing called the Running Man, where you have this team of 3 that gets chosen, and then they use basically AI or whatever technology they have in that universe to fake all of these videos and stuff to paint them as horrible, terrible people, so that way all the world roots against them and wants them to die. And the objective of the game is to survive while they're being hunted by their fellow civilians that hate these people because they're led to believe that they're scum of the earth, truly irredeemable garbage, and they're also being hunted by hunters who are professional killers. And again, the goal is just to survive. If they survive, they get $1 billion. They basically get set for life. And the objective is to last a month for our main character, Ben Richards. We get a little of his backstory. He and his wife have a daughter who's sick, but because Ben tried to be a good person and report like some injustices in his business, he's been blacklisted across every job imaginable because the network that owns the Running Man owns the entire country. So he can't get a job and he can't pay for the medicine for his daughter that would save her life. It's the flu, basically. And he can't even pay for that because he can't get a job. It just leads to him signing up for the Running Man in order to go through this death gauntlet. And the movie is very on the nose about its message with all the propaganda and how it like alters all the videos to make people hate each other. And so that way it like ignites this fire so they want to kill Ben and the other 2 people that are chosen with him. And it's like a very fun world that it builds here, but I just don't think it explores it overly well. And it doesn't do a good job of like balancing humor with seriousness. This feels like a movie, and I imagine in the book too, that needed to be more serious. Like, the wackiness in Arnold's 80s film, I think fits in that context of The Running Man, which is drastically different from this one. Like, some of the campiness in Arnold's, I don't think should have been tried to, you know, emulate in this 2025 one. It just feels like a tonal, like, clash there. It feels like you need to buy into the seriousness of everything happening in that world, but then that's undercut with every character Ben meets, and even Ben himself, joking pretty frequently. Like, I wouldn't say it's like MCU levels of quips and quirkiness. There were just a few times where it felt really out of place for that. Like, it didn't do a good job of weaving that in there in a way that didn't feel jarring, especially because the humor wasn't really landing in my eyes. Like, I don't think many of the jokes were knocking it out of the park, we'll say. Like, I don't think it was worth sacrificing some of the seriousness that I think probably should be there to make you really care and buy into it for the sake of like a quick line or two that's a silliness. But it's not the biggest deal in the world because the movie really relies on two key factors. Its action sequences, which I do think are good. I think they are filmed well. I think they are really exciting action moments in this movie, and there is a lot of them. And two, Glenn Powell as the main character, Ben Richards. Glenn Powell does a great job. I think he was a really good action movie star here. I think he did a good job of being someone you can root for, and also being a psychopath that does have like the natural, you know, X factor to make him realistically have a chance of winning this game against all of these experienced killers and just literally every stranger on the street. So he does a good job of being like a dad that you want to see win and get back to his family, as well as like this psycho that you're really excited to see kill some hunters. I think it was very good performance from Glenn Powell here. So overall, I did enjoy the movie. I think it is an entertaining action film. No, it's not the strongest action movie or anything like that. And yes, admittedly, it is one of Edgar Wright's weaker films. But I still was entertained. So yeah, that's really about it. So yeah. How dare you doubt Gameshire's Stop Away? That's a banger. Hey man, hope it works out for you. I am not a stock market player, so I couldn't give a fuck less. All I know is that GameStop acquiring eBay is going to completely ruin TCG Player. Because eBay owns TCG Player. GameStop itself is a dog shit business. I know no one that's put money into it has ever stepped foot in there in the last 10 years, because why would you, unless you're a Funko Pop zombie. But if you want to hype it up for your portfolio, I get that, and that makes sense. Where does GameStop get their money? They got a huge influx of cash because of the meme stock pump, and they have a billionaire that's kind of a loose cannon, which is really good for meme stock enthusiasts. So yeah, they're offering $56 billion to eBay. They scam everyone on Pokemon packs. Their prices suck, their trade-ins suck. Everything about the GameStop business itself is trash. You pay significantly more money for a product from GameStop than you would anywhere else. You get significantly less value for any of your trade-ins on cards or games than you would anywhere else. They're a terrible, terrible, terrible business. But they have a lot of liquidity right now, and they have Ryan at the helm who's willing to do shit like this in order to reach the threshold to unlock his $35 billion compensation. Which is good for the, again, meme stock community. But bad if you actually care about the quality of the products. And make no mistake, TCG Player would go down the shitter, I bet. One good thing is the grading. No. No, it's not. No, they're actually really shit at that, too. The PSA grading service through TCG Player? You should look into that a little bit more. You have no idea what kind of business GameStop is becoming. Why even speak on something you're completely ignorant about? Brother, your name is Multi-Cool Dude. All you do is just browse Wall Street bets. What do you mean? Are you in the shareholders meeting with Ryan? You don't know what it's becoming either. It's just a bad business. It's been a failing business for years. It's done nothing to change that. Every decision it's made is bad. It just got really lucky with being a fucking meme stock that they were able to capitalize on. And now they have Ryan at the helm gluttonously looking to consume in order to reach his compensation package milestone. What are you talking about? You read Reddit comments. Do you think GameStop will actually succeed at this buyout? Because let's be real, an $11 billion company buying a $56 billion one, even though I have $9 billion cash on hand, makes zero sense. That's not how it works. So eBay is valued at, what was it, $48 billion or something? GameStop is $12 billion, but they have $9 billion liquid. They have a $20 billion investment or something. I already forgot. I read it earlier. But they do have the capital for this offer, even though the business itself is declining. And people always point to the profitability that they finally achieved. They didn't achieve that through being a more successful business. They achieved that by shutting down oodles of stores and laying off employees and getting rid of product. Their Funko Pop adventure failed. Their collectible figurine adventure failed. Their fucking memorabilia adventure failed. Their game selling and trading has failed. The only thing that hasn't is TCGs, because TCGs blew up across the board. They are a failing business. The profitability is just from aggressive cost cutting. So stop getting that shit twisted, first of all. But yeah, their money comes from that meme stock pump, and they have Ryan. They also have a massive billion-dollar investment from a bank, so they can make this offer. I think there's a very good chance they succeed. And that's going to ruin eBay and TCG Player in the process. Now, if you can make a lot of money off this, then all power to you. That I have no problem with. But at least just be honest about it. Stop being delusional, saying like GameStop is a great business. You don't shop there, and I know you don't because nobody fucking shops there. It's a ghost town. So just be honest. I'm trying to capitalize off the pump. I'm trying to capitalize off the hype. That I respect. I get that. But I'm tired of these fucking booger-eating goobers coming in here about like, GameStop's actually like my favorite store. It's not, and you haven't stepped foot in there in 10 years. Stop lying. Last time I was in GameStop, a homeless man was asking an employee to use the bathroom. That's kind of sweet, though. Do you think eBay will actually take the deal? That'd be very silly. I think they absolutely will. I personally think that they will. People seem to forget eBay was struggling for a little while, too. They've also had a pretty convenient turnaround as well, with online shopping going the way in eBay's favor. So I think they are going to view this as a very positive and enticing offer. Unsolicited, but I think they're going to be pretty excited about it. That's my personal view of it. I think they probably will end up taking it. My husband likes eBay for his Warhammer figures. I like eBay too. eBay's got a host of problems, but it's been very convenient for the shit that I get there, which is Warhammer, which is also some of these statues. It's been very convenient. More so than like Craigslist. Why is Craigslist catching a stray? I've never had a good experience with Craigslist. It's always been trash. Actual trash. I'm not a big Craigslist fan. If that's true, I think some crazy shit will happen to every TCG soon. Oh, for sure. And like I said, I think it would actually tank it. I think it'd be terrible for TCG Player in particular. But that's the way she goes sometimes. You saw Saudi Arabia release massive box office flop with Anthony Mackie called Desert Warrior. Yeah, it was fun. It was Saudi funded. I don't think it was produced in Saudi Arabia. But it was a allegedly $150 million budget, and last I checked, it has raked about $490K in the box office. So that's pretty rough. It was produced. They were hoping it was going to revive the Saudi film industry. I still need to watch it. I was going to go try and watch it the other day, and then didn't get around to it. I saw Hokum instead. Which was very good. I liked Hokum. I made a whole review on that yesterday. A surprisingly enjoyable movie. IGN would disagree. They gave Hokum a 4. What? No way. What is up with IGN? Oh my god. They did give it a 4. What is up with IGN reviews recently? It has to be out of spite. It has to be out of spite. What did they give Kevin? I bet this got a 9. If they reviewed it. I don't know if they did. They did not review Kevin. I bet that would have got a 9. It's Big Mouth. It's basically just Big Mouth. This can't be real. A 4 to Hokum? Finally something like a little bit different in horror, and it gets a 4 from IGN. It doesn't even throw that much at the wall. It's very simple. It's a murder mystery with a little horror. What? It's not even like complicated, convoluted, artsy. It's like pretty simple and fun. Same reviewer gave The New Mummy a 7. Ugh. It's like he didn't even watch it. This is like one of the most important factors of the film is his guilt. That is like one of the most important components of this movie. What are you talking about? It doesn't have anything to do with the rest of the film. It has to do with the entirety of the film. I don't think he watched it. This is the same guy who gave Invincible Season 3 finale a 4. No shot. That one had me livid then, too. Holy fuck, yeah, that review had me actually fuming. What does this reviewer like? Again, if you didn't like it, that's one thing. That's totally fine. Not everyone's gonna like the same shit I like, I get it. But I think this is just like a refreshingly good horror film. And some of the things that they critique in here are just actually wrong and feel like he didn't even watch it. Saying like the character's trauma plays no role in the film or anything, when that is the entire driving force of this movie. So he didn't like the Season 3 Invincible finale, which was a banger. But he liked the Season 5 finale. Or before finale, excuse me. Very cool. I seem to really enjoy Season 4. And then Lee Cronin's Mummy got a 7, which is kind of crazy. That movie is actual trash. Well, I guess I wouldn't go that far. It's not... It's just, you're watching Evil Dead Rise again. Oh, what do you give Mercy? Okay, good. That makes sense. So you're telling me he thinks Hokum is as bad as Mercy? He puts Mercy and Hokum in the same tier. In what world? He liked the live-action Snow White. I vaguely remember we saw that last time I looked through his reviews. What did he give him? This movie was fucking terrible. Okay. So he thinks him, Hokum, and Mercy are in the same tier. Why is Hokum there? I just don't think he watched it. I genuinely don't think he watched the movie. Based on what I was reading from his review. Did you see that interview about the cancelled Last of Us multiplayer game? People who played it said it was the best multiplayer game they had ever played. I thought we talked about that. I usually don't take those kind of testimonials with a ton of stock put behind them. Because I feel like a lot of the people that are playtesting games aren't exactly like the best gauge for the quality of a game. But that's just my perspective on it. Never played the original Last of Us multiplayer, had crazy sauce. It was fun. Yeah, it was good. I definitely didn't dislike it.
Smoke him out!
Damn, this guy's cooking.
Nice!
That's John Last of Us. Yeah, this guy is good. Oh!
Mom's arm, careful.
Why is he playing so afraid?
Oh, get in their way! Oh, one down!
Nice. He's on his last life. So what? Be a man.
Smoke's away! No one's back. Nice.
The 1v20 video is still so legendary. Is it? I mean, that is a very popular video. I didn't even notice. Yeah. There's actually someone trying to rebuild the multiplayer for Last of Us 2. His channel is Specializer. Channel didn't come up. Oh, here it is.
When you move around, go prone, or aim, your player state changes. We need to find the state name for when you enter your backpack. And as you can see here, it's called inventory. Since we don't have the source code for the game, I use a program called IDA to disassemble the executable. We already found the function that controls the state of a process. This function is used throughout the entire game to change states on any process. Objects, scripts, players, everything. It takes two parameters. The first is the process we want to request the state on, which in our case is the player. The second is the state description. So what's a state description? Every state in the game has one. It contains functions and other information about that state. To find the inventory state, we just search for the name. We get two references.
That's pretty cool. Good luck to him. Sony will definitely shut that shit down, but good luck to him. Type of shit always blows my mind. Like, what am I even looking at? Yeah. It's very impressive. I've got to yap about two freaks today, and I want to start with the wackiest one. RFK Jr. and a dead raccoon's penis. That is a match made in heaven right there. That is peanut butter and jelly. Vultures don't get as excited about roadkill as RFK Jr. does. This guy loves it. And he brags about having like a freezer full of roadkill that he studies and like feeds to his hawk. I had no idea this guy was a cock scientist. I didn't know that. But in his new book, he just openly talks about the time that he pulled over with his family in the car, mind you, his kids in the car, pulled over in order to cut the penis off of a dead raccoon so he could bring it back and analyze it. As if he's some kind of like archaeologist. Like he's fucking Evie from The Mummy going through like the Book of the Dead trying to research it and learn about it as if he's some kind of scholar for dick. Animal dick. It's all documented in his new book, RFK Jr., The Fall and Rise. I don't know when the rise is happening. It hasn't happened yet. He's still in that fall. This dude looks like he's housing every single plague that the world has ever seen in his body right now. Every image and video I see of him, he looks like he's deteriorating further and further and just devolving into a fucking ghoul from Fallout. This is the experience here that he pinned. I was standing in front of my parked car on I-684, cutting the penis out of a road-killed raccoon, thinking about how weird some of my family members have turned out to be. A surreal passage indeed. I like how he's cutting the penis off of a roadkill raccoon in front of his probably horrified children in the car, and he's like, God, my family is so peculiar. They're such odd goofballs. They're so weird. Over there with the fucking hacksaw on the raccoon's cock. If only they could be more like me, just normal and well-adjusted. There we go. And then he holds it up like a trophy. We're celebrating, family. Quick, get some ice out. I gotta put this on ice. I need to study it when we get home. My kids waited patiently in the car, he noted, as he collected the raccoon's genitals so he could study them later. Finally, a man brave enough to go where science fears. He was willing to do the dirty work of snipping a raccoon's dick so he could take it home and really find out what makes it tick. Like, I'm curious, what is there to study with a raccoon penis? Like, what is there to do with that? What was he doing, just over there, like, playing with it? Stretching it like a penny whistle? Write it down. Interesting. These are the notes that will no doubt propel our species into the next scientific age, the final frontier of science. Raccoon genitals. Excellent, yes. I just have to wonder what he was doing with it. Like, was he trying to like fashion some kind of necklace out of it, like Ringar out of League of Legends, but instead of bone tooth, it's just raccoon penis? Or like, was he trying to make a stew out of it? Maybe he was like, crafting Saradomin brews out of RuneScape, just dumping the raccoon penis in there with some colloidal silver, just like this disgusting concoction, this witch's brew, this potion. Like, what was he doing with it? Genuinely, like, what was he doing? Because he traveled all the way home with it. So this was like an important thing that he did. And this is apparently something that he made a habit out of doing with dead animals. Dude pillages roadkill like he's Indiana Jones looting a tomb full of treasure. Just imagine hunting with RFK Jr. Dude probably doesn't even bring a gun. He just sits there in the bush waiting for the animal to get hit by like a bus or a train. And then he leaps into action. Yes! Yanks the wiener off of it. According to his daughter, this obsession with dead animals also put a damper on vacations. Apparently there was an incident where a whale carcass washed ashore, and so RFK made a beeline for the beach and decapitated it with a chainsaw and strapped the whale's head to the roof of the family minivan with a bungee cord, intending once again to bring it home to study. Every time we accelerated on the highway, whale juice would pour into the windows of the car, and it was the rankest thing on the planet. Sounds like hell on earth. He's out here torturing his family on this vacation. We all had plastic bags over our heads with mouth holes cut out, and people on the highway were giving us the finger, but that was just normal day-to-day stuff for us. Sounds healthy. And then, of course, there's the infamous one where he dumped a dead bear cub in Central Park after a botched attempt to skin it. That one's been talked about a lot. I'm pretty sure all of you have already heard of that before, but the whale and raccoon penis, I think, are new revelations here from the bizarre adventures of RFK Jr. and his fascination with dead animals. Bro thinks he's the villain from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Like, what is he doing? Is he trying to, like, breathe life back into it, like Frankenstein style? Like, what is he studying? Actually, what is he possibly studying there? Holy shit, the worm in his brain must be giving him some odd directives here, forcing him to get all of this roadkill like treasure so he can squat on it at his house like Smog. That's his gold. All of this roadkill, all this dead animal penis and heads all over the place in his secret villain lair. What a wacko. But don't worry, some highly intellectual people are out there defending this as just a lame media hit piece. The raccoon was already dead. Find a new slant. Typical lamestream media hit piece. Yawn. Raccoon was already dead. Penis was up for grabs. I pull over all the time when I see a dead animal. I make sure to take that cock and balls right off of there. Normal activity. Wasn't alive, so it's not weird. If it was alive and he chased it down in order to yank that puppy off, then I might raise an eyebrow, but this is just lamestream media. Who doesn't cut off a dead animal's cock on the side of the road while their family watches mortified?
Secretary, what did you do with the raccoon's dead penis? Where is it now?
That little giggle he does there, that laugh, that was some demonic sounding shit right there. That sounds like a man who can't wait to get back to that raccoon's penis that's rotting somewhere in his abode. I bet he's got that raccoon penis and like an IV drip or something that he's mainlining or some shit. This is actually the secret to keep me looking so young.
I just got one question. In all seriousness, what is your fascination with roadkill and dead animals? I know you've done a few things, notably with a whale, with a bear, with a raccoon more recently. I just want to know what the fascination is, sir. Anything? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
There goes a hero right there. Not many men are courageous enough to pull over to the side of the road and cut a raccoon's penis off after it's deceased. It wasn't using it anymore, and RFK Jr. had a need for it. And he's a man of action, so he went out there and he claimed that. Same with the whale head. And the bear cub, I suppose. We may never know exactly what he's learned through his research, but one day it may be the key to the future of our species. Or he's using it for some kind of satanic rituals or some shit that he's conducting. Could be either or. There's really no telling with this guy. But anyway, speaking of penis, we gotta talk about a penis that's alive, and one that's on a human being. And from the sound of things, he can't stop using it for evil. I'm talking about Eric Swalwell. This is a congressman who was also running for governor of California, and this week numerous women came forward accusing him of inappropriate things as well as genuinely evil, awful things, including allegations of sexual assault. Initially, Eric denied it, saying that it was all false and that he was going to do everything fighting it tooth and nail. He has since stepped down from the race for governor as well as his position in Congress. He has resigned. And the allegations are only having more and more evidence to support the victims and their claims against him. That includes a video of him with supposedly a prostitute that he was in a hotel room with. On the video, you can see him making out with her, and things start to progress. Now, if you don't know the lore, Eric is married. Eric has been married for a decade. Now, in the video he made denying the very serious allegations, he did make a mention of mistakes in his judgment, as well as mentioning that a lot of it's between him and his wife, and he has to accept the responsibility for mistakes he made. seemingly corroborating the extramarital affairs while denying the sexual assault allegations. All of this is still pretty new, and from what I've read, there is an investigation taking place because he might be facing criminal charges if these allegations are proven true, which he 1000% should. This is vile shit here, and from everything that I've read about it, from what's available, it's not looking like this is just some innocent guy here. There's quite a lot of meat behind these claims. Personally, I think Eric's guilty as a motherfucker here. Based on all of the available evidence here, I don't see any world where he could weasel out, just squeak out some kind of excuse like, oh, it was all just a big misunderstanding. I was just cheating on my wife a lot. Come on, it's not that big of a deal. Just come on, the sexual assault stuff. No. We don't need to get into the weeds of that. Like, based on everything I think that's out there, there is so much evidence, and I think it should 1000% warrant a further investigation into Eric and hopefully some subsequent charges based on whatever they find there. So anyway, I found that to be extremely disgusting. I was reading about that earlier, so I wanted to yap about that as well. Anyway, that's really about it. See ya. I'm hoping you've already seen the news, but if you haven't, allow me to be the one to warn you of the danger. A little public service announcement to keep you safe. If you plan on attending a WNBA game anytime soon, make sure you pack an umbrella, because it is raining dildos in the arenas right now. We've just had our 4th incident of an airborne dildo being ODST shock dropped onto the court. It's become a trend where rowdy spectators are sneaking dildos into the arena to launch them onto the court, and it's become so big, in fact, that there are now bets on some markets wagering on if a dildo is going to be thrown, if so, what color, what quarter. It's pandemonium out here. They've even implemented a no-bag policy, or not a no-bag policy, something to that effect of where, like, they're really cracking down on security, yet somehow some ne'er-do-wells are still mysteriously sneaking these dildos in. Of course, the most obvious speculation people have, they've theory crafted that the meta is most likely they are kegeling the rubber cocks in their own buttholes. They're utilizing their prison wallet to sneak the dildos into the arena. However, we do know there have been 2 arrests that have been made. One, Delbert Carver. Side note, I've never even heard of the word Delbert before. It reminds me of the Angry Beavers. Like, his name is pretty close to just being dildo in and of itself. And then another one, the one that's gone most viral, is an 18-year-old named Caden Lopez. And Caden actually broke the magician's code. He divulged the method he used to sneak the dildo past security undetected. And it's far simpler than the speculation. He just put it in his sweater pocket and then unsheathed it and threw it onto the court, then left. But got tackled by a volunteer and held down until police arrived. Now, Caden here is an interesting case because he's got a weaker throwing arm than your geriatric Meemaw. He has an arm built like a wet noodle, it sounds like. He was unable to throw the dildo to the court, so what ended up happening is he threw the dildo and hit a man and his 9-year-old niece. So he's looking at assault charges on top of it as well as a couple of others, and the man who got struck by it was pissed. And I think understandably so. He brought his 9-year-old niece to a WNBA game. The last thing you're expecting is a fucking railgun dildo coming right at you and your 9-year-old, you know what I mean? So he's actually like looking to have Caden kind of facing some big punishment for it. And then Caden was really singing the blues. He was squealing like, oh, it was so stupid. It was a very stupid trend, a dumb prank that I followed. I'll go ahead and show you all the incidents so far real quick as a little montage of what's been happening.
Oh, look out. Something just came onto the floor.
Start in the 3rd quarter. This guy had 3 quick turnovers.
Hayes gets blocked by Maya Caldwell. Something flies on the court, actually, from...
Got a whistle away from the basketball.
All of this has happened in a little under 2 weeks, so it's only increasing in frequency. And now a group has come forward to claim responsibility for all of it. And it is the lamest faction on Earth. Like the most embarrassing group of people this planet has to offer. Crypto Bro Meme Coin Rug Pull Orchestrators. They have now stepped forward. This meme coin. Apparently one of these goobers said This is empowering to every fucking crypto community to start thinking outside the box, get creative, and fucking do something that makes people actually laugh. Meme coins should make you laugh. The whole mission with this was focus on making an impact in crypto culture. It's another blatant rug pull. I looked at the coin here. I'm not convinced that they're actually behind it. I think maybe one person associated with them maybe did it at some point, but this really seems like just the classic big trend. Let's make a pump and dump meme coin around it to make a couple quick bucks off of the dumbest people on the fucking planet. Again, if you put money into a meme coin, you 100% deserve to lose it. I shed no tears for that. So anyone that loses money on this crypto rug pull, that's inevitable. That's your prerogative. I'm not your fucking dad. You lose all your money doing it, that's fine. Just reading them talk about this shit is just so shameful. I feel like I've wandered into the anime club while they're LARPing. Like, look at the way he talks about the community members here like they're some kind of martyrs and heroes, like on the front lines putting their lives on the line. Listen to this, he literally says that. There are community members out there putting their fucking lives on the line, so the least you can do is retweet. Then begging people for crumbs of attention to their shitcoin so they can rug you. Oh my god. Now, I don't know if they're actually behind it. Maybe a member did throw one of the dildos, but I don't think everyone that's throwing dildos is associated with this coin trying to like pump it up or anything. I think they're just really trying to strike while the iron is hot. We have seen this exact same play millions of times with crypto, where something gets popular and then thousands of meme coins spawn from it, hoping that people will just mindlessly dump money into it to try and make a bag off it, but then inevitably it rugs. And they did confirm that Delbert Carver, at the very least, was not a member of the community. So again, not everyone that's thrown a dildo here is associated with the meme coin plans. It is crazy just how big this has become, where now all of a sudden, with all these moving parts, it ties back to a fucking crypto shitcoin scam. And yeah, I just thought this was a pretty crazy story I wanted to touch on briefly. That's really about it. So yeah. Yeah, I saw the Ashes of Creation stuff. Archive sent it to me. This has been a crazy disaster that just keeps on getting messier and more pathetic. What happened with Ashes of Creation? Like in general? You don't know the story, or do you mean what the new stuff is? Because here, we'll just read the article just in case people don't know the lore. Ashes of Creation, though, in a nutshell, massively successful Kickstarter campaign, and then out of nowhere in a very public blow-up got taken down, like 4 or 5 months ago? They're like, alright, we're done here. No more Ashes of Creation after raising $3.2 million. Okay. So it was removed from Steam in February. Wow. I didn't remember being that. I thought it was a lot longer, but whatever. I thought it was a lot earlier. Watch like the first 20 seconds of the video in that article. It's insane how much money they spent on bullshit. Down here. Yeah, we'll get to it in a minute. The ensuing back and forth between former CEO Stephen Sheriff and the studio's board has made the veracity of both sides' claims difficult to verify, but following an extremely detailed report published by YouTube channel Nefas QS on April 11th, there are now more allegations flying around about how the project's funds were managed. The news report claims to have obtained and processed the entire Intrepid Studios general ledger from 2015 to 2026, which they state paints a troubling picture of a company that was on the threshold of financial death at multiple points in its history. And then it talks about the new allegations here about the lavish lifestyle. So basically, using funds for nefarious purposes outside of making the game that they were supposed to deliver and following through on the promises.
$21,000 to hire a private chef, $48,000 for historical antiques, $220,000 for DoorDash, $8,700.
$220,000 for DoorDash. That's diabolical. What is he ordering through DoorDash? How is that possible?
$1,000 to hire a private chef, $48,000 for historical antiques, $220,000 for DoorDash.
$220,000 for DoorDash doesn't even make sense. You'd have to be eating like every hour. Man's out here DoorDashing caviar and shit every hour on the hour. DoorDashing gold bars to my house. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how that's possible. I didn't see that figure. I saw like the TCG stuff where he wasted $48,000 on trading cards and shit. And then the private chef. Why is he getting a private chef for $21K when he's still door dashing $220K worth of food? Is all this guy does eat? That's all he is? He's just like fucking gluttonously consuming? Just like this filthy, gluttonous man? Like Nurgle or something? Like, this is crazy. How is that possible? How does an appetite like that even exist? Because keep in mind, this is $220,000 in a relatively small period of time. This isn't over the course of like 40 years. Wow. Wow.
$8,700 for office plants, almost $16,000 for the movie theater.
What? $16,000 for the movie theater? I go to a movie every single week and I haven't spent anywhere near $16,000 in the entire time I've done like the moist meter and shit. How? What does he do? This can't be right. He would have to be seeing every single movie that's ever released for the last, like, 5 years in Dolby and IMAX. I don't get it. That's mostly food. Oh, true, yeah. Maybe he spends $16,000 at the theaters, not on tickets, but on concessions. That's a good point. Yeah, it's very true. That's very true. All the limited edition popcorn buckets, you're right. Didn't even think of that. How silly of me. The guy who door dashes $250,000 worth of food is definitely finding other ways of wasting even more money on food at movie theaters. Holy.
$95,000 for Amazon orders, 3.5.
What was that? So, let me just full screen that because it's getting because it's getting blocked by the embedding.
$8 million for the almost $220 for the movie theater, $595,000 for Amazon orders, $3.5 million for Amazon Web Services, $1.48 million for the American Express credit card, $3.9 million for multiple Chase credit cards, $102,000 for Epic Games, $21,000.
Say that one more time.
Multiple Chase credit cards, $102,000 for Epic Games.
$102,000 for Epic Games? Like, what does that mean? Like using their engine or their service or something? Or is he actually spending $102,000 on the Epic Games Store? I don't even think they have that many games on there that could even warrant that amount of spending. If you bought every game Epic Games has, I don't think you would spend $100K. Oh, V-Bucks. I didn't even think of V-Bucks! Son of a bitch! Oh, you're right. I didn't even consider that. How accurate are these numbers? Well, according to the article, he got a hold of like their entire financial ledger from 2015 to 2026. So I think it's probably pretty accurate. I don't know. And even before this video, there were allegations of like really crazy spending and mismanagement. So like it's entirely believable. It's not confirmed per se, but I could see it. Oh, I spoiled one of them. He spent $421 at a luxury cigar retailer. It's kind of cool. Okay. Oh, I'm getting spoilers now. Arguably one of the more serious allegations in the general ledger concerns a company named Gore Oil, which states he received $81K. Gore Oil Company was the deed owner of Sheriff and Moore's San Diego mansion, which was sold to the couple on April 11, 2020 for $4.9 million. Sheriff, who is continuing to litigate these matters in court, told Kotaku there was no misappropriation of Kickstarter funds whatsoever and that any assertions regarding a lavish lifestyle or personal misuses of company funds were categorically false. An examination of the facts through the judicial process has already revealed that the parties behind these claims orchestrated an unlawful foreclosure to take control of Intrepid's assets from the people who built Ashes of Creation, with the intent to exploit those assets for their own benefit, Sheriff said. Since the new video went live, someone has been trying to make it go away. Someone already filed a privacy complaint against the video. Just a heads up, we will be disputing it. He wrote in the comments. Someone also reported my Reddit account from a community subreddit to the admins. Huh. So interesting. I am so beyond curious if these are accurate.
$21,000 for Magic the Gathering cards, $2,200 for hot dogs, $4,200 for luxury aromas, $6,600 for Steam games, and
How do you only spend 6K on Steam versus 100K on Epic? This guy's actually a madman. This guy is clinically insane. He needs to be institutionalized. I don't even care about the $2,000 that he blew on glizzies. Don't care. Shoving them up his butt, throwing them in the trash. It's a lot of money to be spending on glizzies, but that is not nearly as offensive to me as spending 6K on Steam versus 100K on the Epic Game Store. How? Bro is saving up to buy Tung Soar in Fortnite.
$49 million for office rent.
Listen, someone's stomach, your child's stomach just growled.
Classic,
Did you hear
classic.
It? Gotta listen like me. Rent is too damn high.
Those are just some of the numbers you'll be able to look at both yourself in this video and the general ledger covering over a decade of monetary transactions I'm making publicly accessible.
Oh. You can check the ledger yourself? That adds another air of credibility to it, I would say. Wow, I have got to see how this shakes out if this is all true. That's crazy, man. Yeah, I only read, like, the article, so I missed some of these up here in the beginning. I didn't watch the video. Yeah, the whole Ashes of Creation story is a crazy one. We talked about it when it first happened, when it first got taken down, and all of the wackiness. But this is brand new here. I paid $250 for it, sad. Oh, sorry to hear that, yikes. Don't worry, your money was spent on a glizzy. That's true. You were probably part of his hot dog fund. That was one of your backer rewards. Sheriff eats a hot dog in your honor. I don't know, man. It is very interesting that this is now publicly accessible. He's made the ledger public. It could still be bogus. It could still be incorrect data. I have no idea. I have got to see where this goes next. I am still so stunned on this right here.
Theater. $598,000 for historical antiques, $220,000 for DoorDash.
Can't get over that. I can't get over that. $220K for DoorDash. That's like that Wayfair shit back in the day where people thought they were trafficking children through the Wayfair prices because some of the furniture made no sense that people were paying or something, whatever that was. Now I kind of already forgot the details. That's like that kind of shit. Isn't it across 10 years? Yeah, I believe it's across 10 years. That's still an unfathomable amount of money. And again, 10 years is a relatively small period of time to rack up $220K in DoorDash orders. In fact, how long has DoorDash been, like, mainstream? I don't even know if it's been around, like, in a big way for a decade. Let's see. When was DoorDash launch? 2013 is when it launched, so let's safely assume that it was big in 2016. That's still crazy. I feel like most of these, though, like DoorDash, Uber Eats and stuff, really popped off around, like, COVID era, though. Like, that's when I imagine most of the spending would have been for them. Has to be $61 a day for 10 years. Oh my god. I do a lot of, like, Uber Eats. Like, I pretty much Uber Eats a meal once every other day for myself. But I think even across 10 years, it wouldn't reach that. Because, like, even with the Uber Eats, like, upcharge, it's like $20 for, like, a wrap. And that's with the, 25% tip, whatever the You're a Hero thing is. I don't know how you would possibly rack that up. Probably just not buying it solely for himself, family, friends, too. I guess. That's, yeah. Yeah, okay, maybe. Is Uber Eats healthy? Brother, what? It depends on what you're Uber Eatsing. It's entirely up to you. Uber doesn't decide what it's sending you. You see the trailer for the game Agefield High? We might be getting another stinker. I haven't even heard of that. Agefield High Rock the School. Man, that thumbnail looks fucking terrible. Is that AI?
Welcome to Agefield High, Rock the School, a coming-of-age adventure game about friendship, love, and maybe a little rebellion, inspired by the raunchy teen comedies of the early 2000s. You play as Sam, who just moved to Agefield with his nagging mom and annoying sister.
Good college, great job, happy family.
I don't want a fucking job. I want a man with money.
At Agefield High, join forces with Kale and Axel and together try to pull off their Rock the School plan to become the biggest legends the school's ever seen.
Wow.
Most importantly, get the girl and rock the prom.
But on weekdays,
oh
you
my
have
God.
to be at school till the afternoon. Yeah, Agefield High features
this is bully but cringe
school system with different lesson types like English, math, geography, German, and music.
I'm just not used to country life yet.
Do you think we're some kind of dumb hillbillies or rednecks?
What is this lip syncing? I usually don't even really care about lip syncing, but this actually, like, this genuinely looks not real, like not a game. A lot of the Steam stinkers we play on new releases made by like a single dev and nothing but assets do a better job. It's like everyone's just got like fucking crazy amounts of Botox and can't move muscles.
I'm just not used to country life yet.
Do you think we're some kind of dumb hillbillies or rednecks?
Students arrive by bus in the morning and follow their daily routine. You can skip class, but then you'll have to hide from the authorities in town, or just cause chaos.
Hey, he's stealing my liquor!
The story missions
what is this?
School where Kale, Axel, and Sam work on their dream to leave their marks as legends. From awkward attempts at impressing girls.
I can show you that I am a real man.
Fighting dickhead jocks.
Not in my town.
And even Satanists, leading to the big question.
I am the hottest girl at school.
Which girl do you ask to prom?
Whoa!
Agefield High features 32 main missions and 15 mini-missions capturing the ridiculousness of early 2000s teen comedies.
Are you having your, happy time?
The open world of Agefield is free to explore, featuring the school campus, neighborhoods, town center, and countryside. After Sam's parents split and his mom struggles to...
This is a super long trailer, by the way.
He has to navigate Agefield solo. So you might want to check out Mike's bike shop and get some wheels. Don't forget some new fresh clothes and maybe even a tattoo. Just don't tell Mom.
Did you get into a fight?
Complete some mini missions to make bank on the side.
We have to buy a Play With magazine so I can sell the pictures in it to my friends 10 times the original price.
Don't let your guard down around town or even the countryside. The jocks could...
Damn, they're everywhere.
Sam isn't a bully, but he knows how to crack a few skulls. He can throw some punches, deal some leg kicks, and shove them to break their defense. Don't forget to block.
And the graffiti just appeared.
I feel like I'm getting the video game tutorial as well through the trailer.
Collectibles. Agefield is soaked in a pop-punk soundtrack, vibrant colors, and a springtime setting, hiding the negativity of all the soulless adults in town.
I can't be the father!
Return to the early 2000s and experience the rebellious energy of Agefield High. Rock the School. Wishlist now on Steam.
I cannot wait to play that. I genuinely cannot wait to play that. That looks like a beautifully dog shit game. Wow. Wow. Looks like AI generated bully. It really does. Thank God they gave him a shirt that says 2002 so we know it takes place in 2002. See? Subtle storytelling, actually. You could learn a thing or two about that. So who's developing this? I can't even read that font. What is that? Frenulum Games? That's where the male G-spot is. What the fuck does that say? Refugium? I don't... What does that say? It's the same devs that did the... It's the same devs that did the Grey Hill incident? Holy shit, we're in for cinema. What the hell is their name? Is it Refugium? Oh my god, it is Refugium. Yeah, down here in the bottom right. What the... It's like a word I'd make up. Reflaffitator Games. Wow. This is the Grey Hill Incident Squad. Let's go. This is the game where, when you shoot an alien, it starts, like, slurping your shit up. It fucking gawks on the cock. This game was wacky.
Conspiracy theorists claim to have seen a UFO. The minority tries to convince other people that the small green aliens are real.
They're lying.
The government.
That is not a weather balloon. Ryan, this is an absolute invasion.
I'll have to replay this for the gaming channel to get hype for Agefield High. It's set in the same universe. They should make it a connected universe for sure. Wow, it's been 3 years since Grey Hill incident. That's crazy. Time flies. I hope it's at least fun bad. Grey Hill incident was fun bad for the first, 45 minutes-ish. But this looks like it has at least 2 hours worth of dog shit fun bad content. They even got fucking Gerard Way over here. they hit him with the shrink ray. Man, they got everything. So who are you taking to prom? I don't know. That's actually the final mission, it seems. So the whole game will build up to that one choice. I'll probably spend my time socking the teachers in the jaw.
Yes, but then you'll have to hide from the authorities in town, or just cause chaos.
Hey, he's stealing my liquor!
Nice. Good find. I can't wait for this game now. That's so good. Could have sworn you reacted to this trailer before. I doubt it. It's only 13 hours old. Oh, wait! There are other trailers from 5 months ago. Maybe I did. Was this shown at one of the game showcases?
It's the year 2002, and 3 friends decided not to leave school as losers.
Good morning, everybody. This young man right here is our new student, Sam.
There's Cale Baines, the guy who thinks college is for chumps.
You're the new guy, huh? What's up?
Axel Philly, the wannabe rock star.
I got an F in English.
And you, Sam Tatum, the new kid.
So we can have the party, but my mom cannot find out. If she does, she'll go ballistic.
They made
so relatable. That's so true. I remember that.
And leave their marks as
I remember that in high school.
They want to indoctrinate me even more into a boring fucking life and work 9 to 5 like some sort of mindless zombie. Fuck thinking about college, dude. We need to stick to our plan to rock the school.
But there's always something or someone.
Oh, baby.
Overbearing parents.
If you don't get into college, I'll throw you out of my damn house.
Perverted teachers.
You messed with the wrong one.
Nosy neighbors.
Fuck.
Aliens in the forest, in the countryside.
Not to mention Seth.
Damn, maybe I was too quick to poo-poo on it, because this story is riveting, actually. This has everything.
Popular guy at school whose life mission is to make yours miserable at best.
So you think you can move to my town, come to my school, embarrass me in front of my friends, and ruin my party?
Sam, you have to go now. My dad's gonna kill you. I'm serious.
But that doesn't hold these guys back from trying.
Whose panties are those?
Oh, fuck. Another fight. It's all fighting.
Sam Tatum, who saves the day.
It's like Samson combat.
Coming of age adventure. Explore a fully decked out campus in quirky small town. In this open world inspired by the early 2000s teen movies.
Do you really think you're the first students to try to get into my pants this way?
Her
What?
dad brought lipstick home from his trip to Mexico, and now they all look prettier than ever.
Oh, fuck. Walter White's coming out here to cook meth. Run.
We drink as much as we could, go streaking to the girl we liked, and then tell her how much we loved her.
Return to the early 2000s one last time. Agefield High.
What do you mean, one last time? What? Why is this the last time you can return to the early 2000s? That's the only way to go back? Through Agefield High? It disappears after that, the memories vanish. The setting's gone. I wonder how many times they'll say early 2000s. Not enough. Yeah, it comes out this summer apparently. That'll be something. That will be something.